Hey, thanks for reading, Ruze. What's up, guys? It's your boy Crimzon Rulez coming at you with a brand new stream idea. The idea of today is, what if frogs had human fingers on every foot? All right, guys, this has been Crimzon Rulez with a brand new idea and a sentence that's never been said before. Remember to smash that like button and hit that bell for more content like this. See you next time. All right, fine. We'll do Planet Zoo, whatever. Jeez. Can't do nothing this much. Give me a second. I gotta scarf down some of this food before I start. Enjoy running. We gotta preemptively burn some of those calories before we intake them. They don't need sticky pads on their fingers because they will simply grip the tree hard enough to climb. But thank you for 23 moments. What am I eating? I desperately air fried a little personal pizza that is not going to fill me up, but will be hot because I spent too long talking to Shinri and Haka on Shinri's stream. I got here late, so I did not have time. I'm hot. No, I can't grab more food. I'm just gonna eat this little pizza. I'm just gonna fold it like a little taco. I'm just gonna put it all in my mouth all at the same time. Here we go. You better believe it, Fellow Thanks for 26 months of being a jackass, by the way. Yeah, I throw the EU Zaters a bit of a bone sometimes. When I can. When I'm awake at this hour. When I'm not blinking. I would like it to be public knowledge that the sound I just made while eating that pizza made at least 2 people tab out and 1 person start recording the stream for personal reasons. You don't need to call me out like that. I was gonna say which one are you, but I guess you're typing, so I know you're a fucking freak. Shinri forgot to say the most important thing you can about no, I'm not human. It has a cat you can pet. You better get to 100K. Oh man, if we get to 100K, it's gonna be a whole year of me grinding horror games to get used to them. No, I do think I would like No, I'm Not Human. I don't think it really qualifies as a horror game, at least not one that would scare me. It'd probably just be something I'm interested in, but I put it in the genre of horror, and just as a point, I'm just not playing it. I don't think I'd be afraid of it. I'm just not playing it because haha, none for you. Don't worry, I'm almost done with my pizza. I'm speed eating it. I'm unhinging my jaw like a snake. Running at 1 a.m.? Yeah, that's the best time to run. The sun's down, you don't get as hot, all the monsters are trying to eat you, so you may as well speed up. Okay, I ate my food. Now I'm going to boot up the game. We're going back to the Gladlands, our old zoo. You guys ready? Whoa! Good heavens! Hi everybody, welcome. My name is Crimzon Rulez. I'm Elysium's greatest monster hunter. I'm your least favorite idol. And I'm a zookeeper, and also supernova, as the Human Torch might say. But anyway, hey, check it out. Pangolins. That's what we were working on last time. I made a pangolin exhibit, and I even gave them a little cave to live in because I think it looks cute and cool, and I like it. I like it. DG, Gene, thanks for being a bruiser. It's pretty cute. My pangolins like it. At least I hope they do. They seem like they like it. Leah says, Woos, I have a humble request. Can we get the next dropped VP plus main transcript? It's been a while since the last one dropped, and we've got more VPs behind us than ahead. If not, that's totally cool, though. Anyway, thanks for many months of fun. Oh, shit, you're right. Yeah, I should drop that. You know what? You can get that. Thanks for asking. And thanks for being a jackass for 27 months. Anyway, this is my pangolin exhibit. You're gonna love this. This is something I'm very proud of. Check this out. So first of all, cool glass wall up front, but more importantly, look, it's got like an enchanted sort of like mushroom, like fairy forest type of vibe going on, right? And they got like their little sprinkler to play in because they like sprinklers. I even made a waterfall, and I gave it an ancient ruins theme where I planted all these pillars in the ground and stuff, and I had all these like old like ruined stuff, and then I put all these vines around it painstakingly. You would not believe how hard and annoying this was. I gave it a little fairy circle here, and then I built this like the ruins of a fort up here. You got like the old door that fell down and sort of the square architecture of it that was there once, and the tower pillar that fell down, and these little like wooden rods and stuff. It's pretty cool. You can see where the top of the little thing fell off. And then I put all those vines on there and that tree and stuff. It's so cool. Hey, Irish, thank you for 27 months. So yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty proud of this exhibit. I think it's really cool for a pangolin exhibit. I mean, come on. Come on, dude. There's like this little path down and this like old ruined gate that was maybe on the hill once to protect the fort. And then they've got their little like delicious termite hill that they eat out of. It does look kind of like it's right out of Tolkien, doesn't it? Chin, thank you for 26 months to be an Axel. Hi. Sippy says, very epic time zone stream. Yeah, well, I don't want to brag, but it's Zeta time, so you know how it is. Thank you for 26 months. Love and light to the full. Thank you for 21 months as well. Hi. I don't know what Santorini Island is, but that sounds banger, dude. Nobody wants to look at my cool pangolins. They hate it here. They hate my beautiful exhibit. Now, look at, I would be so ecstatic to see something like this. I wouldn't even need to see an animal. I'd just be like, that's so cool. I want to live in there. Let me be in that exhibit. Let me live in there. That's what I'd be doing. Also, I built this little underground tunnel so they can go underneath and like look at their cave if they want. It comes down to here in this little, it's hard to pilot down here. It comes down into here. Uncultured swines is right. These guys suck. But I've got a couple other cool things to show you. Other than that cool exhibit, I can show you my cool, my little caiman exhibit, right? Isn't that what this is? Yeah, speckled caiman. Krakatui. Thanks for being a Ruze. Check this shit out, dude. Look at this. This is beautiful. This is huge. This is probably too big. And I managed to build a sort of raised platform that goes around. I might be the greatest Planet Zoo player that ever lived, and it's funny because I've never played Planet Zoo until I started streaming it. But I might be the greatest Planet Zoo, like, enclosure builder that ever lived. The shit fucks. I love swamp. You like build swamp. Sykes, thanks for 20 months. Wow. So you hate me. So you hate me. Can I be a part of the zoo? Actually, today I've got a new plan, and it's I'm gonna get bears. It's gonna be bears today. What the fuck is this? Is that a balloon that got like released or something? What is that? That's weird. What I really like is this thing up here. This guy goes up here. Oh, look at this. I did such a good job on these little cattails underneath this, like these little rushes and stuff underneath here. The little vines from the tree kind of ripping through the stone. I did that, by the way. I put those there. I clipped them through that ground to make it look more realistic. Oh, I'm a genius. Wow, I'm impressed with Past Me. Past Ruze, you fucking genius. I like it because sometimes they'll put meat on this, and then the caimans come here and tear at it, and it's really cool. What are you doing, buddy? Teresa! Thanks for 27 months. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, no problem. I'm here to help. Look at him. He's so cool. He's so cute. Ah, that's a baby. That's just a water dog. Can I pet that dog? I'd pet that dog. My toxic trait is thinking I could get in the water with one of these and I'd be fine. That I could charm him. I could Disney princess him and I'd be all right. Are you gonna go put one on this rack so he can attack it? Because that would be cool. Oh no, he's just refilling the blood tracker. Wait, he might be. Ew, dude, don't make that kind of sound. Oh, he is. Yeah. This one's almost a month late, but EU debuff is real. Yet nothing could defeat EU Zaters. Also, apparently you're still cool or something. Well, I wouldn't. Actually, you know what? It's one of those days. Yeah, I'm kind of widowy the best or whatever. Here they come. They're so excited. Yippee. Thank you for 13 months. Yum. You want that meat? You want that meat? Thank you, Maya, and thank you for 14 months. I do what I can. Wink wonk. Rip and tear. Mondonaire. Thank you for 7 months. And Dark Sparks. Grr. Thanks for being a bruiser. This is my raccoon enclosure. It's also very fairy core, but what are you going to do? Sometimes you just got to make things really cute and pretty and stuff. Unfortunately, most of my raccoons had died of old age last time I clocked out, but I think I ended up adopting a bunch more, and they've got babies now. They had babies. Yeah, they got little baby raccoon. Look at them. Sleepy Saber, thank you for being a Ruze. Look at how tiny they are. Bro, they're so fucking cute. Oh my god. Why are raccoons like the cutest thing in the universe? They're like cats, but with grabby hands to steal shit. I love them so much. It's nap time for the raccoons, I guess. And good for them, man. Good for them. I gave them a little shaded enclosure with a bunch of bushes around and a little roof. And apparently some stink juice, because I'm imagining that maybe the zookeepers can't get to this to get rid of that old food. I might need to set up a path so the zookeepers can get there easier. I don't think they can walk across this habitat. Maybe I make a little bridge or something later. Ruze, thanks for 7 months. Welcome back. They're less cute when they tear up your garden and steal pizza off your porch. No, they're not. That's extra cute. I love that about them. Hey, you can walk across that. Go fix that food, asshole. What are you doing? Hey! Okay, he hates me. You got to get the coffee. Sprinkles, I'm sorry. You got to get the coffee because I thought about making myself a delicious latte before this. I just chose not to. Zariel, the Timberwolf, is about to inbreed. Hey, don't do that. No! Zariel, stop! Somebody stop this wolf. Oh, I was going to show you my wolf exhibit, but apparently these fuckers are about to fucking commit some sort of Alabama. Stop. Mogfails, thank you for being a jackass. Okay, it looks like they... Oh, nope. Yep, they definitely did it. I thought they were going to stop. They didn't stop. I'm sorry. They did not stop. That's not good. That's not good. Anyway, this is my wolf exhibit. It's one I'm particularly proud of because above it is the bat exhibit. This is the final exhibit I'm going to show you before I start on my new one, which is going to be bears today. But up here, this is like peak shit. This is peak Castlevania. Peak Castlevania. Also, real quick, Mogfails, thank you for upgrading to Jackaxe. That's really big. Thank you. In my heart, you're already in the zoo, you animal. Chocobuco, thanks for 3 months. All right, so I got this old Castlevania, like Alucard's castle, or sorry, Dracula's castle type shit going on with like these jumping wolf statues. And basically you go up these stairs and it leads you into this cool little like climate controlled exhibit with all these bats flying around, all their little fruit skewers. It's really cute. And I've got them their little bat houses up here. It's adorable. It's really cute. It's really extra cute. Anyway, then when you go back down over here, you can check out the wolf exhibit. There's a couple glass walls so people can take a peek at the wolves, of course, in various areas right here. And then there's this underground tunnel with these cool little weird gargoyles. And if you go to the underground tunnel, you can get into the wolf's cave, which I hand dug out and then hand placed multiple, like a dozen plus rocks around so that it would look more like a natural cave entrance. Because these are all technically supposed to be flat rocks on the ground, but I just clipped them into the wall and into each other until it looked like a cave. And then I built them this little underground area where they have all their little toys and their little like hay piles and their grass to sleep in. It's very cute. And apparently stink. They're stinking it up in there. Yeah, I'm really proud of this one. I like this one a lot. The trees with the vines poking out of the fucking rocks, all the little flower beds around the castle. I placed all these manually to make the castle look a little less ugly and abrupt. These little torches I placed and stuff. I don't know. I like this one. This one's really cool. This one's really cool. All this ivy I put down. Man, it's all coming back to me. It's all coming back to me. That was a fun one to make. Also, I didn't have to do this, but I didn't know I didn't have to do this, so I built an entire, like, cyclical water that can actually have a flow. Like, the water actually cycles all the way around. It's not an illusion. I burrowed an actual cave underneath. I shouldn't have done that, but I did because I didn't know any better. But hey, at least your water won't get stagnant, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, those are my exhibits right now. Angel Zinchi, thank you for 21 months of being an Axel! You are getting weirdly close to 2 years. Hey, happy birthday, you nerd. Aurora says, can't believe it's been 2 years already. That's crazy. Also, whatever happens in the future, I'm sure the Crusaders would sacrifice their shells to be your scale mail. Well, in that case, you guys better start sacrificing. I'm going to start cutting you up. Tee-hee. Call me the Monster Hunter, because I'm about to start making some armor on some level 1 Crusaders. Nick Suki, thank you for 27 months, says, fruit bats are so cute. I loved visiting the zoo just to see them hanging around. However, when they get fed, it's a fruit massacre. Oh, I believe that. I believe that. Oh, no, they're about to have babies. Not the inbred wolf babies. I cut back on gacha games for you? I'm proud of you for fighting your addiction. You're so strong. There's no frog exhibits. I wish there was frog exhibits, but there aren't any. You can't do a frog exhibit. I could do frogs in a small cage that like people can look at, but you can't actually like build their exhibits custom or anything, which is a bit of a bummer. Not the wolf shit. Somebody get in there and clean that up. Why do they keep swimming across this? Maybe they just like it. They've got a little meat stick right here that they could be playing with, but they're not. All right, it's time. Let's get started on our bear exhibit. Now, where do we want this to be is the question. Obviously, having it near the entrance would be great, but the entrance areas are kind of taken up. I could have a new road come around here, but I've kind of already placed this beautification spot here to kind of cut off where the road would be. So right now, people would have to cycle all the way around here to get to an exhibit. But I guess that could draw more people over to the pangolin exhibit, which would be great. Maybe I do place it over here. Got a lot of extra space. I could also place it in the back behind some of these, like, shops and stuff, because I think these are... Oh, wait, these are bathrooms and employee areas. Never mind. And I don't want to put it near these water filtration things, because people don't like them. They find them ugly. This is not the game where you record your own animal noises. Sorry. I might put it here. It's going to have constant wolf noises, though. But the wolf exhibit is a big knockout success. People love the wolf exhibit. I think this is the move. I think we put the bears over here. Hi, Michi. Welcome in. I'm so tired. I haven't done much yapping about what's been going on with me. You know, what my life is like right now, what I'm doing right now. But I'm sleepy. That's what's going on with me. I'm a EP little guy. You want to know why? Because I barely slept. I slept for like an hour and a half. I blinked for such a short time. It was a nightmare. A nightmare. Yeah, I could fence in the filters. That's true. I could hide them like that. Halvard! Thanks for 27 months. Sleep? What's that? Sorry, blinking. That's true. Anyway, I'm mad tired, but I'm going to make it work. I'm having a stamina potion right now, and I'm going to crush that, and I'm going to make this bear exhibit, and then I'm going to nap, and then later tonight, I'm actually going to be on Omi's stream, Omi VT. You may know Omi from VCraft Enchanted and District V. Or you might know Omi from Omi streams. Omi's going to be making a delicious meal that is very special. What are you taking a picture of? There's a huge-ass fence behind them. What are you taking a picture of? Whatever. Maybe the castle. So yeah, that'll be cool. I'm going to be on a cooking stream with Omi. Any particular reason you couldn't sleep? It was just one of those days, unfortunately. Just one of those days. I'm also a little bummed because I keep thinking, like, I keep getting, like, Monster Hunter FOMO because I want to play Monster Hunter Stories 3 and I want to play Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate because I never got a chance to play Generations Ultimate, but I've been a little addicted to Pokemon Champions lately. So I just keep playing that in my free time, which is a shame. Wow. Also, Halvard, thank you for 27 months of being an Axhole. That just reminded me I need to update my Wheel of Axholes because I'm going to spin on that for who gets to be the bears. God, this place really is just super popular. They love the wolf exhibit, man. They love the wolf exhibit, man. Especially now that there's new puppies. Oh, no. Oh, no. They're pretty cute, though. I won't lie. They are pretty cute, though. All right. All right. Oh, wow. Wow. It's like they're doing a photo op. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. But yeah, I've been really wanting to play Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate because I never got a chance to play that one. And I heard it was, like, incredibly good. It's like the Monster Hunter's Monster Hunter game. You know? It's like the Ford F-150 of fishing. I'm just saying shit. I don't know dad culture. But it's something like that. And I want to play it. But I've been addicted to Pokemon Champions, so I can't. But I want to play Monster Hunter Stories 3, but I'm like locked in with the boys on the Nuzlocke, and that's my Monster Catcher content every week. So I don't have time because I don't want to overload you guys with Monster Catcher content. Ah! Is that the one right before World? Yeah. Hi, Maven. There's so much media all the time. Yuffie. Thanks for a year. The passions of time truly spares no one. I hope those goals are going well for you. The sooner you start, the sooner you meet them, right? Did I play 1 and 2? I played Monster Hunter Stories 1 a little bit, but not a lot. And I played Monster Hunter Stories 2 for like 2 hours, and then I put it down. They didn't get me a Royal Ludroth or a Burial fast enough, so I didn't care. Yes, they will. Everybody gets tired of Monster Hunter or Monster Catcher content. I know it. I know it. Everybody says they won't, but then they do. No, I just like playing a variety of things. I feel like I would get burnt out on Monster Catcher games if I played too many of them back to back to back to back. Bug fact to brighten your day. Oh, Sleepy Saber with a bug fact. Did you know bees communicate with other bees by doing something called a waggle dance? I did know that, actually. That is one of the bee facts I do know, but I love that fact anyway. They shake their bodies to communicate distance between their hive and resources. Mm-hmm. Thank you for the bug fact. And the soup. I've been running a bug team in Pokemon Champions, like a full bug team, and I've been seeing a limited amount of success. Sorry, I'm actually setting up the Wheel of Axe holes right now, so you have to give me a minute while I yap at you. But I've been seeing a limited amount of success with it. Maybe I should give you guys like a little panning cam while I do this. There's something going on in the background. Why don't we go watch one of the Cayman? They're cool. They're cute. Love these little guys. Camera. There you go. But yeah, that's been pretty fun. I've been seeing some success, but unfortunately the meta is very, like, there's like 4 or 5 meta flying types, which is already a hard counter, but then there's a bunch of meta rock types and a bunch of meta coverage on fire types and a lot of dragons and a lot of water types. And you might know this already if you know Pokemon, but you know that bugs already are not a good, like, offensive or defensive type, really. So they're kind of just, like, in a really bad position. But they really struggle against rock, fire, and flying, and those are very popular right now. And then dragon and water are just some of the best types in the game, so it doesn't matter that they don't struggle against them. It's just hard. Anyway, yeah, that's what I've been doing lately. I've been having fun with it, though. I like the challenge. I'm at, like, Great Ball 3 right now, so I gotta work my way back up on, like, a full bug team. Hey, congratulations, Myra, on paying off all your student loans. And now, when you get your big boy billionaire job, now that you paid off all your student loans, remember that you're a resident member of Ruze, and I'm the mayor, so you have to be nice to me. And also, let me know if you need a garden artist. Thanks for 17 months. Nakoya, thank you for 25 months as well. Thank you for streaming Cozy Zoo game on my birthday. Happy birthday! Why is somebody's birthday? Holy shit. I'm HOLOSTARS, please, 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 please. No meta can make me turn my back on Sawaddle and Livani. That's me. That's me with bug types. I don't give a shit what the meta is. I'll play bug types until I die. Okay, so I've got my Wheel of Axe holes, but it's not updated yet because... Oh, that's why. I was like, why is this not... Okay, so this is actually last month's, so I gotta fix this real quick. 1 second. Huh? Huh. Interesting. Okay, YouTube. I don't like that, but I'll deal with that later. Anyway, let me get my axe hole. My birthday was during the week. You were gone. Does that count? That does, cheese boy. Thanks for 27 months of being an axle. Happy late birthday. Happy current birthday to you, Nicoya. Why are there so many birthdays? What do you guys? Why are you guys all being born around April? What the fuck? What's with April babies? Thank you for the gift chip. Dude, I'm so excited for the new region bugs. If they don't have a bug dragon, though, or a bug legendary, I'll settle for either or. But if they don't have one of those two things, I will crash out in the most obscene manner. It will be heinous. Tears will be shed. Lives will be in this. What game is this? Alligator Simulator? Yeah, so this is Alligator Simulator. I'm a big fan of it. Basically, what you do is you just live your life as an alligator. You start out as a small alligator, and then you go into like the gameplay is kind of like Spore. You start out as like a baby alligator, and you got to kind of survive. If you do the subscription, or the battle pass rather, you do start out with parents, and they'll kind of carry you through the early game. You get like 2 NPC parents, and they make sure that you like stay mostly safe. You know, your mama carries you in her mouth or whatever, and then like they'll like deliver you food, and it's pretty easy up until you get to a certain size, and you got to kick it on your own. And then in your young adulthood, you mostly just go around and you hunt things like small fish, if you can get a hold of a turtle when it's not paying attention, you know, like anything that gets too close to the water and is small like rabbits and things like that. And then once you get into adulthood, that's when Shredder attacks, and he wipes out your clan. Usually it's like a scripted event. There's not really anything you could do about it. Some speedrunners have found ways to kind of glitch through the cutscenes so that your like parents are still around, but they don't talk because they don't have any voice lines for that, because the developers didn't like assume you were going to be able to survive that, since the cutscene is supposed to happen. But then later you do meet a large bipedal capybara who wears a gi, and he teaches you martial arts. So as a crocodile, you can pick one of 4 main weapons, and then your siblings show up in that moment, and they train alongside you, and you and your capybara master go back and fight this ninja named Cutter, who killed your parents. It's pretty cool. I'm in the early stage still. I'm like just about to get to the cutscene where Cutter comes and gets my parents. Okay, so sorry, the way I have to do this is so goofy. I have to like do this so back-asswards to get a hold of the axles, so you'll have to give me just a moment. Oh, that one's so excited. Look at him go. Sheesh, he was moving. He was running. He was going for it. He's going crazy. Okay. I got a hold of it, don't worry. Hold on. Hold on, axholes, hold on. Ruzeters, let us be alligators together, living our best life, waddling in the algae water. Oh, and Ruze is there too, I guess. I'm the Disney princess who sings my beautiful song and charms you with my wily music. Until you, too, attack my foes. Of which there are many. Okay, and delete all that. Hey, stop hissing at each other. No fighting. Sorry. Stupid. So dumb. Uh-oh. Oh, that might have lagged out the site. That's okay, though. It'll work, probably. It might not. I don't know. It's working! It's really working! Okay, my wheel of axles is updated. I'm good to go on that. And now I can actually start building our bear exhibit. Yippee! Today's one of those days where I really want to throw in the towel. Hey! We never throw in the towel. You can do this. You can do this. Thank you for the soup. Be strong. Mint Juice, thank you for 9 months, by the way. And Geitz, thank you for 27 months of being an axle. Your soul is trapped in a Paris and it's staying there. But Mochi, you got this. I like it when they do their little sermons or whatever, because nobody uses the damn bleachers I gave them to have these sermons. They're just going to watch blindly. Hey, man, you know you guys are allowed to, like, sit, right? Like, you can just sit here and let her announce. But that's fine. It's fine. I don't care. Whatever, dude. Okay. So let's decide what type of walls we want to use. So far, I've actually been pretty fond of those little like mosaic style brick walls. And on the pangolin exhibit, I realized I could pull the walls up for a more vertical slice on the back end if I wanted to, and to make sure they don't climb out. That does limit viewer access to this back area, but I also don't give a shit. Fuck the viewers. It's not about them. It's about cool animal exhibits. Yeah, one of my pangolins climbed the fence when it was too short, so I had to make it bigger and make sure there wasn't any trees nearby for them to climb up and jump off of, because they're little freaks. Hold on, I'm reading something. Case! Thanks for 20 months. Hi, hope you had a good day off yesterday. It was my birthday. Do you think I could get a happy birthday today? Feel free to be mean and creative. Oh, that's very kind of you to give me permission to do those things. No. All right, fine. Happy birthday, you filthy animal. I feel like that's a movie quote from somewhere, right? Happy birthday, you filthy animal. Happy birthday, Case. You know, it wouldn't be the same without you here on my case. How about a dad joke instead? You're welcome. Thanks for 20 months. Okay, I've caught up. I'm good. Dark Sparks Gear. Thanks for the gifted chips. Whoa, hold on, guys. Whoa, Rhea, thank you. What's going on? What happened? Did I miss something? Anyway, let's get back into it. Let's party. All right, so what kind of shape do we want? So we've got a very squared off one here. I think maybe we go for a more organic shape, kind of like this sort of rounded, sort of boxy look, or this little guy, which is pretty cute because I actually created a enclosure within an enclosure to hide the water filtration here. But we could also do something more round like this. This was an experiment to see if I could do a fully round one. And it's not like perfect. It's more of an oval, but I mean, it's all rounded edges, which is pretty cool. I did not know polar bears were considered a marine mammal. That's kind of bonkers, dude. That's kind of crazy. I could do another square shape to kind of keep the geometric design of what's going on over here, I guess. Or maybe more like a sort of, I don't know, like a hexagon or something like that. That could be fun. We'll see. Let's start with barriers. We're probably going to want to match the style. And then maybe I'll make the front glass. Even though I'm pretty sure a grizzly bear would just run through a glass wall, but whatever. Maybe it's reinforced glass. I don't fucking know. Dude, I've got so much Pokemon brain rot right now. My brain is always firing on pokey cylinders. I've got to stop. I've got to stop and relax and be normal for like a second. Okay, so one thing I definitely don't want is people coming back here to this generator, so I might have to turn this road into an employee-only road so people don't come and look at this, but I also want to leave enough room for them to path around, and that's part of the problem really is that if they walk this road, they're inherently going to pass by this generator. So maybe I turn this into employees only and I move the path this way. Or I could have a path. Okay, maybe we try to like how this is a raised path. Maybe what I do is I do experimenting with a path that goes through the enclosure. Like it goes straight through the middle. And maybe there's like a little like circular area here, like a pavilion or something that you could sit in. And the grizzly bears are like around you. Like you're entering a big forest, kind of like what this is, but without the castle. Dude, I want to play Pokopia really bad too. I played a little bit of it off stream, and I got okay. I got to the next area, but I didn't actually go in. And I've been leaving it sit since then, and it makes me feel really bad. There's so many games I want to play in so little time. Jonesman, thank you for being an asshole. What? For 27 months. I looked up interesting facts about the number 27. Supposedly Marvel's Deadpool 27 has the world record for most number of comic book characters on one cover. Huh. Crazy. Night, Miji. All right. So yeah, I think I'm going to experiment with having a path that goes through the middle of this enclosure. So why don't we try doing the path first? That sounds fun. What path is this again? This is like this kind of road, maybe? Nope, that's not right. Oh, okay. I didn't, whatever. I'll figure it out. I'll figure out how to replace. Ah, here we go. This one. There we go. And then we want to do something like this, and then something like this, and then we want it to be a pretty big enclosure since it's a bunch of fucking bears. But then I'm going to want to figure out how to increase the size of this path. I don't remember any of my hotkeys. I don't remember nothing about nothing. But if I increase the width, maybe. Kind of, but it's not really what I'm looking for. I really want like a circular pavilion type of deal. Could I do something like this and then attach something to it, maybe? Not really. Can I Control Z that? Yeah. Hold on, I'm looking. Oh, good heavens. That's not it. There's got to be a way to paint a path here, right? You know, I don't really read many comic books. I feel like I was never really a comic book kid, but, I mean, I think they're cool. Just never really participated with them very much. I guess I could do this, but that's so ugly. Wait, hold on. Oh, but then it loops back in on itself, but it keeps the barrier. That's dumb. Don't keep the barrier, brother. I mean, okay, so here's what we'll do. Rather than that, I'm going to do sort of this number, and then we're going to curve it around on this pavilion. And what I'll do is I'll make like an inner area that is supposed to be sort of like a garden, almost like this. The shape's wrong though. That's not so bad. I wish this wasn't so weird. I want to like move this around a bit, but eh. Could I connect these? Maybe that would just make it a full pavilion. I wouldn't have to worry about the shape because then it would be just almost perfectly round. It's not quite perfect, but it's close. If I could connect these, that would be nice. Let me fill it in. They won't let me. Weird. Ahmed, thank you for the gifted membership. Yeah, possibly Malachite. I think that's possible because I've already done like a visitor walkover inside of a exhibit. So I imagine that the ability to make an animal like walkover is also very possible. I could probably do something like that in this one if I really wanted to. And maybe that would be fun. We'll see. I guess I'm going to leave this as just a place to put trees and stuff. And I'll just put like a bunch of benches and tables around here. And maybe like a food stand or something, which is kind of torture for a grizzly bear. But I'm a bad man. What can I say? I think this will work. It's good enough for me. I do wish that was perfectly round. That's going to drive me insane. But it's fine. God, I wish there was a way to fill that in. You sphere of Blochi, thank you for 25 months. Welcome back. What type of bear? I'm thinking I'm going to do grizzly bears just because we already have gray wolves over here. So I feel like it's appropriate with the whole Dracula's castle vibe going on this side of the park. This side's very like Northern American animals. And then over here, we've got our caiman and our pangolins and stuff. And we start to get like a little bit more like swampy and fairy foresty, which is kind of fun. I get you. Thanks for being a Rosator. Is there a path setting you can change to fill it in or no? I don't think so, honestly. I'm looking at these and I'm like, there's flattening terrain, there's tunneling, there's path supports, there's curved slopes, curb on ground, railing on ground queue. Railing on elevated, railing on ground queue, snap alongside barriers, use T-junction when joining path. I don't know what that's going to do for me, really. I guess it would be something like this, maybe. That's so close. That's so close to what I want. No, wait. Redo. How do I redo? Oh, too late. All right, fine. I'm going to try this real quick and see if this fixes it. 1 second. No. So close. Please. Mercy. Wait. No! I was so close! Whoa, what is it? Hold on, what did I just do? What did I just do? What did I just do? Oh, I made it fly. That's not what I want. Fuck! Lars! I always forget to send these, but anyhow, yippee! Animals! Man, you guys seem really excited about animals. I'm down. Let's go. Thanks for 20 months of being an Axel. I hope you get rolled on being a bear. Unana, Caledonia. Thank you for 26 months. Sparkle! Sugawara. Thanks for being a Rosator. The paths are as wide as they can get right now, unfortunately. I could try snap alongside barriers, maybe. Maybe that'll do something for me. That is not doing anything for me. That's unfortunate. So let's try something like... Hold on. I'm just going to do a top-down view so I can get a perfect angle on this, if possible. Problem I'm facing right now is that this doesn't want to go at a perfect right angle since this one's already here. So I think if I'd start like that, it's just not going to work. I think I have to start from a little bit further than the actual beginning so that these two can have a perfectly parallel beginnings. Yeah, like so. And then they need to loop around. Yup. Yes, wait a minute. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Just give me a second. I can fix this. I can make this work. Okay, I've got an idea. Hold on. So, get rid of that. And then we do delete path and just this path right here. Oh! Okay. Undelete path. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. So what if I did something like this, you know? And then something like... Oop, hold on. Stop it. Don't. No, stop. Bad. Yucky. Stop it. Wait. Okay. Nice. You love to see it. Can I fill that in? Not really, but that's okay. Well, I mean, kind of. Huh. It's ugly, but I could. Wait, what if I make this narrower now? Hold on. Get rid of these, get rid of these, make this narrower. And then we do something like this, you know? Ooh, wait a minute. That's pretty good. Yeah. All right, cool. Bees, but in armor. Thanks for the gifted chip. Yippee! All right, pretty good, gamers. I like that. I like that. That's pretty nice. Let's build our little enclosure around it now, and we'll see what our little bear exhibit's gonna look like. I'm gonna start with just regular-ass walls. I might make them a little taller than usual for the bears. I don't know. Maybe? I forgot how to make them taller, so no, I won't. Wait. No, I don't remember my hotkeys at all. Is it Alt? No. Shift? No. Control? No. Right click? No. Middle? No. Left click drag? Yes. Noted. Okay. I mean, two meters is pretty tall, right? Like, I don't think a bear could, like, pop up over it, but, like, would a bear jump that fence? It would have to be a pretty eager bear. Maybe we should do like 3 feet tall just in case though, huh? Play it safe. Let's do 3 meters just in case. Just to play it safe. I really want it to be exactly 3 or I'm going to lose my mind. Oh, thank you. Okay. I would like this to go just like slightly further. Just like a little bit further. Mr. Gooseberry, thanks for the soup. What if it was called Planet Zoop? Pretty spooky thought experiment for you, streamer. Bless up, the Goose Man. Whoa, dude. Whoa, dude. I can always count on you for fucking Chris Angel style mind freaks. I never thought about it like that. How do I make this longer? Like just a little bit. I just want it like a little bit longer. Just a little. Is 3 meters the maximum? Is that the problem? I think 3 meters might be our maximum. All right, that's fine. Also, there's supposed to be like a way to curve this. Maybe it's like this. Ah, here we go. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Incorrect. Incorrect curvature. Incorrect. Wrong. Okay. Wrong. Shorten. Shorter. Less long. God, I wish there was just a button I could push for this instead of having to like manually do it, but that's fine. Okay, so we curve around this. We make it a little bit longer. God, what a nightmare, by the way. Okay, so far so good. Yes, good. Yes, this is good. Okay, length 20 meters. And now we just got to get this bad boy going so there's enough space to go all the way around this. We're going to add another curved segment here. Is that enough space for them? It's not like a huge enclosure. Honestly, I'm going to give them a little bit more than that. I'm going to back up a bit, and I'm going to undo that one. Even though I really liked the curvature on that, I'm going to undo it anyway. Kind of want to do like a gentle curve here. Yeah, I need more width for them. I need these bears to feel it right at home. There we go. That's much nicer. That's much nicer. I like that. That's good. That's pretty good. Ah, shit. Sorry. I'm going to go silent for a moment while I work on this, and you're just going to have to fucking deal with it. I don't know what to tell you. I want this to be just like a little longer. Okay, maybe we shorten it a bit and then we just do 2 halfways. So I do something like this and then something like, ah, shit. And then do something like this. Yeah. Okay, and then we come back inside here. Oh, what? Really? How? Why won't you fit? What? Damn you! Okay, so it needs to be just a little bit shorter then. What? Fit! Why does that work, but this doesn't work? Huh? Weird. Shioni, thank you for 11 months. Another month to the counter. Just, you know, be like, boop. Add that one to the counter. I feel like this should work. I'm going to try to, boop. I tried to gimmick it. I thought maybe I could trick the game. I was so sure I could trick the game. Why don't you fit? I don't understand. Are you too close to the... I think it might be too close to the rail right here, so it doesn't think it should be able to, which is a little annoying. So we might have to undo this a bit and undo that last one a little bit. And then what we're going to have to do is, like, move this just a bit off the snap. And let's drop it down to 10 meters. 10 meters. Yeah, now we're talking. Oh yeah, this is good. This is good. This is good. Add some curvature to this. I want it to curve the other way. Honestly, I don't want it to curve this way. I want it to curve the opposite direction. Like I want it to go... No, I want it to come out through this side. How do I get it to... Behave! Okay, so what I might need to do is do a really short, like, straight section here. Like, really short. Say, like, 3 meters. Even that's too long. Okay, we're gonna do like a really tiny one, like something goofy. Okay. And then I want to do curvature. Yeah, now we're talking. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so we'll do like there. Oh baby, I'm insane at this. Wait a minute. Oh baby, a triple. Okay. Okay. Sheesh. All right, that one's not quite right. I need to shorten it a bit. If you thought I couldn't get any more, like, exacting in the way I do things, oh, you haven't seen one of these streams yet. Just, prepare yourself. Barso. Yeah. Thanks for being a bruiser. Yeah. Like, yeah. Oh, yeah, brother. That might be a little close, honestly. It, like, might be just a bit too close. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to unsnap this off the grid. I'm going to set this one here, and then I'm just going to wiggle it just a little bit off the path. Not enough to not look straight if you're looking at it from above, but enough to not clip. Okay, so now this needs to shorten quite a bit. Sorry, one sec. Even more, honestly. And then we want this to look like it kind of comes into a flat angle. That might have been too short. Hold on. Let's try a 3. This is what a Stellaris stream for me would look like, by the way. So this is why you don't want that. This is exactly what it would look like if I was playing Stellaris. You'd be sitting there like, Jesus, dude, fucking pick it up. No more snapping. No. No. Bad. Okay, so we gotta shorten this a bit. You're like so close, but you're just not quite there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wrong, 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 wrong. Incorrect. No, no, no. Okay. I was looking for the button that would delete a wall, like this. Like I want to delete this. You guys like watching me in my enclosure? This is a little peek into my dark and twisted... One look into my dark and twisted mind in the asylum where they raised me. This is it. This is what it looks like. This is what I look like on my own playing video games. You're experiencing it live right now. It's about as stupid as this. I wish this would stop snapping, genuinely. I should have made this climb proof. Whoopsies! Oh, shit. They can have a railing to make it climb proof? That's pretty cool. Wait. Oh, I did it. Oh, shit. Wait a minute. This works. No. Please. Ooh, I hate that. I don't want to do that. Hold on. Ah! Okay, I didn't mean to do that either. This is fine, though. This is good. This is good. This is exactly what we need to do. This is fine. So we're going to shorten this a bit, and then I'm going to turn all of these into climb-proof walls, hopefully. Let's do like a 15-meter wall. Is that about where this ends? Honestly, that looks about right. And then we connect it like so. Ugh, that's kind of ugly. It'll work, though. Yeah, baby. Yes. Okay, so there's our walls. I do want to turn these all climb-proof, though, so I'm just going to, like, click on them, I guess, and maybe it'll climb-proof them. Or do I have to... Okay, so just click all of the... Can I highlight multiple? If I control click? No. Okay, that's fine. We'll just do it manually, one at a time. I am going to turn some of this into glass. Probably this inner dome area is going to be all glass. Which may or may not be a terrible, terrible mistake to make when we're talking about grizzly bears. But that's my guest problem, not mine. I could have swore there was a way to select multiples, but whatever, man. We're here now. Ahmed, thank you for the gifted chip. This is great because this means I'm getting close-ish to setting up the bears, which means I get to spin on the wheel of axles soon. But before I do that, I do want to do a couple terrain changes. Specifically, I would really like to set up... I'm going to try to do the crossover you were talking about, where I set it up so that the bears can walk over the top of the people, and preferably not eat them, so like not fall in when they walk over the top. Tips! Thank you for 26 months of being exceptional. Crazy. Hi, Ruze. Hi, Ruzeters. Teeps is excited to see what tasty vegetation you're going to use. Oh, I'm going to use a lot of vegetation. Don't you worry. Now, the fear is that I run out of time in the middle of this because I got to keep an eye on when Omi's stream is as well. Also, I need to try to like make enough time to blink for an hour or two in between, but... we'll see how that goes. All right, so... the goal now is to set up a bunch of benches and stuff and like some, like maybe like a little food stand in there. Something like this, basically. Would be pretty fun. Yeah, that'll be cute. I could even delete this path technically, and I might be able to squeeze a very tiny building in there with like an employee who just sells food. That'd be kind of cute. When is the stream? I think it's at 8 EST. Someone go check for me. All right, let's take a look at... oh, man. I was close, but it needed more room on the right. I should have done a bird's eye view before I did this, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm not too... let's not stress about it. You know what they say. There are no mistakes, only happy accidents. It's 8? Okay, thank you. All right, next is terrain, which is going to be a big hassle. One thing I want to do before anything else is get this overhead path going. So I am going to do that before I do anything else. This is going to be really hard because what I have to do is raise this hill, essentially. I gotta have to make this way bigger. There's got to be a button. There's got to be like a hotkey to make this bigger, right? Like, there has to be. I know there's a hotkey to make this larger. Oh, okay. It's the brackets. All right, so I'm gonna have to do something like this, probably, definitely, even. We're also gonna need a river area, like a river run area, where they can like do salmon stuff and like play around in the water, because obviously grizzlies are gonna have a good time in water. The trick with this is going to be making this so it goes over the top of this area, but so it doesn't obscure all view, and also that, yeah, actually, I'm going to undo some of this. The reason I say that is because I think I would like it to be a bit further back so that the grizzlies can also walk close to the glass wall and it doesn't obscure everything. Okay, so that's as flat as I can get it on Control Z, but that's okay. We can just... actually, why don't we just... Isn't there like a smooth button? Flatten foundation? Smooth. It's fine if it's a little hilly. I actually prefer my enclosures to be a little bit, like, uneven terrain. I think that looks better than a completely flat plain. I think that's a little boring. Okay, so we're going to raise it, like, right here. This is where they'll be able to get their bridge access. We do want it to be tall as hell at some point, because it's going to need to be for the land bridge to make sense. And it's going to have to be kind of wider than you'd think, so I could put fences on it to keep the bears from, like, hopping out. So something like this, probably, maybe. That leaves enough room for them to walk through here if they need to. Is that good enough? I guess it's good enough. Yeah, that could work. Gotta have a smooth transition upward so it's easy to get up this hill for them. There we go. There we go. Okay, so now I need to bracket this down a bit so it's not pulling too much. And then we just kind of go crazy right here, right? Yeah. Okay, this is looking pretty okay so far. Obviously, we want to maybe smooth that out a bit. Drag it down here, add a little bit of walkway up here. Yeah. Smooth this up a bit. Nice. Maybe smooth that out a bit too, so it's not such a weird cliff. Okay. Let's bracket this down a bit more. The reason I say that is because I don't want it to be too thick underneath, so it doesn't like completely pull at the like fence layer. Oh, does this stop when it gets over the fence? Uh-oh. Maybe. No, it's still going. We can do this. We can do this. I can do this. For sure. This is possible. It's going to take a lot of time. It's going to take a lot of dedication. It's going to take a lot of work. But I can make it work. Anything is possible with patience. I'm out here just doing full game dev, making doodads and bitbops. Fucking Warcraft 3 map editor shit. Sometimes I find that you can only get so much distance out of these before you have to let go and click it again, essentially, so that you can kind of get more forward momentum with it. I'll probably make the bottom of this a little smoother later, but for now, this is good. This is good. I have to widen this a bit, and then I have to flatten it a bit underneath. The reason I'm widening it is so I can add the fences on top without struggling too much. Because right now, I need it to be big enough to fit a grizzly bear over the top, while also still not being crazy. You just gotta bear with it. Wait a minute. I get it. Wait, in Path of Exile, you can access every model and doodad in the game? That's so cool. I didn't know that. I didn't even know there was, like, decorations in the hideouts. I thought it was just a place to stash your loot. That's so cool. I gotta get back into Path of Exile, too. I'll do it when they add axes or daggers or swords. As it stands, I just don't really mesh well with the mace gameplay. I like the crossbow, okay? And I don't really fuck with most magic builds, so I just don't care about the magic builds in the game. So as it stands, I just don't really... I can't get quite as invested as I want to. The spear's okay, but I wish they had a two-handed spear. I don't want to do spear and shield. The hoplite style has never really been my thing. I want to do axe and shield, or like dual hand axes. Or I want to do a dagger would be fun. Just a single dagger would be cool with a free offhand. Or a two-handed longsword. Not like a big-ass claymore, but a longsword would be nice. Shlin! Thanks for 16 months. Welcome back. All right, so now I want to start building something to meet this, essentially, because we don't want this to be constantly ascending. We need it to start descending, which maybe I could just do that manually. I don't know. Maybe I can just kind of like... Maybe like this. Maybe it'll come downward. I don't know if this is like descending or not. I hope so. I think it is. Yeah, I think we're seeing a gradual descent. We're seeing a slight decline. This is such an interesting little tool. I genuinely like the map editor in this game a ton. Like a ton. I think it's so good. Can't wait for a bunch of dumbass tourists to be like, wow, it's like I'm really actually out in the fucking wilderness of Alaska, and then one of those bears just falls over and eats one. It's so immersive. Okay, so this side actually doesn't have as much room, so I gotta kind of start getting the hill going like right now. Or I could curve the hill a bit. Daisy Euphoria, I think for 15 months says, hi, I just wanted to say I won a confection prize for making your 1.0 outfit at a cosplay. Oh, convention prize. I was like, a confection prize. What are you talking about? Also, that's fucking incredible. That's awesome. Thanks for repping me and my superiority at your convention, and congratulations. Okay, I can't go too crazy on this hill because I don't want it to, like, keep them from getting close to the wall. So wherever I put this hill, it's going to have to, like, meet this. Yep, there we go. It's going to have to meet this in a relatively smooth way. There we go. That's very nice. Very nice. Okay, so now what I'll need to do is I will need to smooth it out this way so that the hill, like, kind of slowly, gradually meets itself, but in a believable path down. And we want it to look a little bit naturalistic, even if this is starting to look like a Risk of Rain 2 map. We just got to smooth it a little bit more around the edges. It'll be fine. This is fine. This is still fine. This is, like, it's not believable, but it works. What? Shlin says I got a paid internship as a game producer at a AA studio? Holy shit. Congratulations. That's nuts. Also, thank you for the magenta soup. I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't tell me this, actually. Maybe you're on an NDA. Never mind. Don't tell me. But hey, congratulations. If you guys ever pop out a game, let me know. That's fucking awesome. That's crazy. That's so cool. You know, I always thought I wanted to go into game design as a kid, and then I realized how much actual work that is, and I've completely turned around on that. Like, I think I would make an okay director for a game. I just don't have actionable skills, and I know everybody thinks they'd make an okay director for a game, but Trust, brother, trust. I'm different. I'm built different. I think that I do not have the actionable skills to do game design in any meaningful sense, and so that keeps me from bothering. I still think this is going to make it hard for them to walk past this area, so I need to shorten that a bit, or shrink that a bit. There you go, okay. Anyway, congratulations, gamer. Ooh, I would like writing narratives for a game, but I also want to design combat encounters. I would love to influence art direction. I'm no artist myself, but I think I have strong enough artistic tastes that I could influence art direction pretty well. But I don't want to... I also always worry about things like that, you know, like when doing commissions and shit, because I don't want to, like, cripple artists' fucking, like, creative bones and, like, enforce my vision on them, because I know that nothing, like, kills art for artists faster than, like, not being able to have some of their own creative mindset put toward it. And I don't blame them for that, because I feel the same way about art. I probably should have paused the game while I was doing this, huh? So the wolves aren't aging and dying and my raccoons aren't all, like, going straight to shit. I'm going to try to make this part a little bit more of a plateau over here so that they have some room to, you know, exist up here. While still allowing for this to be a bit more depressed for them to walk through. All right, so now I need to figure out where I'm going to put my water path. Why is the... I feel like my... Okay. I gotta use right click. I was gonna say, I feel like the WASD movement is so slow, dude. What year is it? Feels like I've missed so many streams lately. I see people sharing their wins today. I'm finishing up my bachelor's in creative... Damn, in creative writing and literature in 3 months, so I'll have to wait. Congratulations preemptively, because it sounds like you're pretty confident. Damn, everybody is sharing their wins today. Fuck, and here I am playing Planet Zoo. Oh, God. Ah, okay, that's fine. It's fine. You know what? No. This is where my skill set lies. This is what I'm good at. I'm good at being so normal. I'm good at being so normal. It's okay. This is a skill too. This is a skill too, Ruze. I'm a digital busker, and that's what I'm good at. How did I become a fucking... Oh, I'm a bard. Oh, I hate bards, man. Fuck. What's wrong with me? Shit, that thunder was loud. You guys hear that? Whoo! Fuck, that rumbled my entire little wagon. It's like... Yeah, that'll work. Maybe I'll make a little play area up here for them. I could even have this be the start of the waterfall, maybe? That'd be kind of weird, but it could be fun. Yeah, I'm sure they're all right. They're pretty used to storms now. Pollux still gets a little scared of storms, but he's not too bad about it. He usually hangs around with Arcturus if he's getting nervous about a storm, though. I think this is a gradual enough incline for them to climb up. I'm pretty sure. Could be wrong. It's because I shit-talked bards. I'd do it again, too. In a heartbeat. I'd do that for love of the game. Yeah, I've heard some pretty bad shit about storms in the last little bit. Spaced out pup. Thanks for 27 months. Sits on your head. Huge win for the little guy. Oh, yeah? Bing. Flicks you into the garbage. Doink. Thanks for being a bruiser. Okay, so that's a pretty okay start. It is not, like, at all an end to this area, but I'm gonna, like, raise some hills, lower some hills, and we'll figure it out. You doing okay, bud? Hold on, I'm checking on Pollux. He came in here. Hey, buddy. What's up? You wanna hop up in your nest? Yeah, there you go. Hi. You okay, bud? Here, lay down. You're okay. It's okay. Hey, lay down. You're fine. Yeah, that's a good baby. That's a good baby. You want some scratches? You want some scratches? Yeah. Yeah. Lay down, buddy. It's going to be okay. Let's see what this storm's looking like real quick before I continue in case I might have to be like, uh-oh, hold on. Honestly, it's only going to be raining for like an hour. God, that would be such good fucking blinking weather, though. Ooh, to blink right now would be so nice. It's only going to rain for a while. Well, maybe 2 hours. I don't know. We'll see. It's whatever. God, it's already been storming so much, and now it's going to be storming for like days and days. But that's life. Oh, bye, Pollux. He left me. God, that does make me want to go take a little blink, but I won't. All right, so let's kind of vaguely plot out the path of some waterways. What I think I would like to do is maybe... There's the temptation to do like a waterway all around the glass, but I feel like that kind of defeats the purpose of having the sort of inner ring. But I guess that would keep the bears from being like too aggressive to any tourists or whatever. Oh, thank you, Metropolitan Route. Thank you. Bro, I'm so sick of tornado warnings. I'm so sick of tornado warnings. I've had enough. I'm tired of it. The worst part is, I think I could talk about this relatively safely. I think I could talk about this without, like, I don't want anybody to be like, oh no, Ruze, stay safe or anything. I don't want you guys to freak out. It's just a part of living where I live. But the worst part is that, like, it is very much, well, what are you supposed to do if you live in a wagon and people are just kind of like, I don't know, figure it out, I guess. Poor people die. Sorry, Pavos. Literally the advice you were given every time, if you're like, I live in a wagon, what do I do? They're like, get away from the windows. I'm like, okay. They're like, go to a basement. I'm like, there's no basement. They're like, oh, find the deepest ditch you can outside and lay in it. That's it. That's their advice. Lay in a ditch. Hope the tornado doesn't pick you up. So their advice is basically, die, Pavo, die. Just kick the shit out of the tornado. I think I actually unironically do need to, or ironically, unironically, I don't know. I need to tear this side down. I know it makes it look a little bit more naturalistic for it to be approachable from both sides, but this one's just going to have to be a cliff on this side because I don't like this area being hill. It's annoying me. And I tire of it, so it must smooth down. Oh, hey, bud. Okay, so he jumped out of his nest, but now he's sitting on the desk next to me, so that's fine. Hi, buddy. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Yosh. Huh. 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 Yosh. There. Pavo, when I say Pavo in Sea Brave, what I mean is somebody who lives in poverty. It's just a joke. It's POVO, like poverty. I guess it would technically be POVE, but when I say Pavo, it's just making fun of people in poverty, which I am a part of, so I think that's fair. Mintylicious says, my dad was outside working once during a tornado? I mean, I guess so. That sounds very... Sounds very Midwest core of your dad. Had to dive into a ditch. Saved him from the tornado, but scary as hell. I bet that was scary as hell. Your dad's lucky some sort of fucking debris didn't catch him. That is terrifying. Just dad thinks true, actually. That's true. My dad would not stop working for a tornado. He would definitely keep on going. Just the oppressed worker class. Being like, oh, well, if I die, I die. Work's not gonna do itself. pretty good. Like I said, I want to do sort of a like river area, but the problem is I don't have like a mountain or anything to approach a river with, so that's a bit of an issue. What I could do is I could do like a huge like wall right here. I could just get rid of these like actual walls, put a mountain right here, and then have them clip into a wall. Like have them clip into the mountain. That could be kind of cool. But then I wonder if that would not count as like an enclosure. It would count as being open. It probably would count as being open. Maybe that's not the move. Okay, so what I'll do maybe is I'll go for habitat and I'll look up waterfall maybe? No. Sometimes they have prefabs that have like cool things on, like, yeah, aquatic habitat large. So they have like prefabs that can sometimes have cool stuff on them. Oh, that's a large habitat? Oh shit. Well, I'm building an extra large. Hee. That's for penguins. That's a beaver's pool. Don't want that. Whoa, see, now that's a large habitat. That's good. That's good shit. If Ruze is a VTuber and streams are his enclosure, does this count as tapping on the glass? It does. And how dare you not throw a little bit of salt and pepper in that soup? Thanks. Thanks, Rabbit King. Ashstorm says, Tornado Nerd here. Being in a ditch reduces your chance of being hit by debris and is safer than being out in the open or in a weak structure. Yeah, I believe you, Ashstorm, but it doesn't feel any better. And also, I always got to like bundle up my cats into their carriers and then take them with me. And usually what I just do is I try to like get to low ground in a vehicle and then just hang out with my cats. Thanks for the soup. It's kind of cool that they give you those prefabricated ones just because it does allow for some like quick stuff if you were just like not wanting to think about it but you just wanted to run a zoo. I think that's pretty nice. I could have swore there was more waterfall type stuff. Maybe it's in, like, facilities? That'd be weird, but... No, that's water purification. That's not it. Rhoda, thank you for the salt! For the soup. Huh? Oh, that's cute. That's really cute. That's really cute. What the hell? Good luck, Shigo. No, wait. Sorry. Shigo. Fucking Kim Possible. My bad. Good luck with uni, though. You doing okay, buddy? Thanks for hanging out right here. You feeling better? Are you nervous? You want a head bump? Oh, that's a good baby. You can sit there if you want, if that's more comfortable than your cat tree for some reason. Dude, I know there was like a waterfall thing here, and I can't find it, and it's driving me... Oh, maybe in construction. Hold on, we're getting somewhere. Okay, water wheel. That's a start. It's not what... these are what I was thinking of. These cliff things. Yeah. We need like a really, really good one, though. Like a really good one. Sorry, what the fuck is this? Well, that's weird, but okay. As it should, Toad Jester. As it should. Whoa, that's pretty. Oh, those are cool. I love the architecture on those. Anyway, a water wheel plant. Oh, you can build your own water wheel? Oh, cool. Oh, and it's animated. I love that. Oh, saltwater crocodile statue? I wish I would have done a saltwater crocodile exhibit. Next time. All right. Anyway, we're gonna do some of these, but I think I want to like tuck them into a structure of its own. So I'm gonna do something like this, and then I'm gonna rotate it. I don't remember how to rotate it. Nope. 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 Oh. Oh. Ah. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay. No. Fuck. There's also supposed to be a button I can push to like rotate it manually, where I click on it and it opens up like a little wheel, and then I can like fuck with that wheel. And I'm not seeing that button, and that makes me sad. Maybe I gotta place it first and then click on it and then rotate it. Oh, ho, ho. Now we are talking. All right. So we start with something like that, but then we're gonna go with oh, these are cool. Rock walls. Huh. Fun. Well, this can't be right. Why is it? There's more rocks than this. I know that for a fact. Whoa, cool. Stone. Eggs! Sorry. Nice land bridge. Thank you. I'm going to put fences on it eventually to keep them from jumping off and attacking tourists, because that would be bad. Though, honestly, I might not need to. It's high enough up. I don't know if they would want to tumble off that. They might be fine. Oh, shit. That's cool. Sorry, I'm scrolling through all my items. Ooh, what are these? Cute. You can also build your own buildings. I was experimenting with that a little bit with the tower and the pangolin exhibit when I built my own tower and started putting decorations on top. Like, they've got all the materials to sit there and like actually build out an entire building on your own. A hat spider, that's cute. Yeah, I was using these castle style pieces. Oh, these are new. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. Sorry. Got too excited. Cute. All right, well, knowing that... Oh, here's where rocks are. Okay, it's in nature. Rock. Yeah, now we're talking. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a couple... a rock tree. Weird. I'm going to use a couple large stones. Especially these taiga rocks is actually really quite perfect. That's awesome. This is exactly what I was thinking of. This is great. Man, I feel like the controls are different than I remember, but that's fine. Oops. Trust the vision. Trust the artistic vision. There we go. Would that give them something to scale out of? I don't know. But I also don't know if I care. Simple Turtle! Thank you for the 5 gifted chips. Thank you. Okay, so that still clips out a little bit more than I want it to. I think I just kind of don't want that to clip out too much, but I still want it to look like it's coming out of this rock wall. So what I might do is I might tilt it just a bit more, essentially like this. And then maybe we move it over a tad and move it forward a little bit. We don't want it to be clipping through though. Hold on. This is tougher than it looks, but we're gonna make it work. There we go. Okay. And now we just gotta check to see if it's clipping out of the back here. Barely. I mean, I could make it go down just like a little bit more so it doesn't clip too. There we go. Okay. Now we check over here. And that's what we wanted. Okay, so we're going to set that down. Then we're going to go back into nature. We're going to do more rocks. And the reason we're doing more rocks is because I'm looking specifically for this to look like a natural waterfall rather than a squared off man-made thing. Thank you for the chips. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, J-Watts. Congratulations to 6 shields. 6, 7. Okay, so we're gonna want something that looks pretty natural. Something like this would be good. It's not big enough though. We're gonna want something bigger than that. No. Ooh, well, this could be what we're looking for. Triple sus! Thank you for the gifted chip. I pretend I didn't hear that. No. No, you have to acknowledge it. You have to look it in the eyes. You have to look it in the face and accept what you heard. You know it as well as I do. You heard it and you've got to live with that. You're going to have to live with that weight. Fine. Okay, this is beginning to annoy me. I want to do Taiga Rock. Okay. Sorry, it started to annoy me that they weren't like all already considered part of the same thing. We don't want to go crazy on the boulders over there, so let's do something like this, you know? And then we'll do something like this on top, and we'll probably rotate this one a bit so it kind of clips inside a little more, but this is getting close. I might set this one down here. No, don't edit any collections. Stop that. Bad. Okay, this is starting to look pretty good. We're getting there. We're getting there. But that's just a theory. Chloe, thank you for the gifted chip. A game theory. Okay, so then I put this up here. Not quite long enough. We're looking for something similar to that shape, but longer. Oh, yeah, this will work. Okay, so then we want to turn this one around. And we're going to do that like so. Like so. If you guys thought to yourself, I'm sure Ruze isn't that much of a freak about this game, you were wrong. And you underestimate my power. You underestimate how much I will sit here and, like, focus on minute, stupid-ass details that nobody gives a shit about but me. That'll work. Yeah. Oh, that'll do. That's perfect, actually. I don't even need to edit that one that much. I think I just got to slide it back a bit until it almost clips out, and then boom. Yeah, baby. This just looks like part of the rocks. That's fine. And there we go. We've made a natural waterfall. Obviously, it's coming from nowhere, but that's fine. All right, so from here, what we're going to want to do is we go back to terrain. We're going to make a river real quick. So that means I have to depress some of this, which means I'm going to have to lower some of these rocks, which is fine. I want this to be sort of a bigger lake area to start out with, where they can just kind of like be at peace, enjoying their delicious fish and stuff without like too much human interference. I'm probably going to add more rocks down here just so that they have some like in the very beginning of the water. But then I got to decide what I want, where I want the river to actually run. I think I want it to run this way. I could have it like do one side of this like area. So maybe if they swim, they have like a big, like little, like not a big, but a small area of river, and that comes into maybe a smaller lake over here or something with some toys. That could be kind of cute. But I could also just make this whole area back here like a large lake. Which, maybe that's what I'll do to start out with, and then we'll figure it out from there. Maybe we start with large lake, and then we keep going. Make this part of the deep end. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that'll be like an actual drop-off type area. Yeah. Okay. And then we want like a sort of... I don't want it to be too uniform, so I'm going to kind of raise some of the landmass here so it has a little bit of like a little beach area where they can go. And then this will be depressed back here a bit. There we are. Okay, now we got to decide where the smaller rivers portion goes. I think it's gonna. I think I do want it to come through here. I think that'll be fun. So I'm gonna do something like this real quick. Okay, that's a little aggressive, but that's okay. Okay, make sure that's deep enough. And so far it is. Okay, and then we do a small lake just right here. This is just going to be a little separate one in case they want to get away from each other a bit. I mean, there's probably only going to be like 2 bears in here, but, you know, even bears need their space, man. Who even says bears get along? In fact, I'm pretty sure they don't. Pretty sure, typically, male bears and female bears don't get along beyond mating season, so... Might not even be good to have multiple bears in here. Might be a 1-bear exhibit. We'll see. That's a little bit uniform for my taste. Like, I would like to, like, maybe I'll pull out the land over here a bit. I'll pull it out here a bit. Yeah, we'll do something like this. Yeah, okay. That should still be shallow, or low enough, I think, to be a river. Okay. Obviously, this is a little too straight, but that's just the nature of having such tight enclosure. Okay, that's a lot of water, I think. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be pretty good. Let's go ahead and try it out. So that's what we're looking at right now, which isn't deep enough over here yet. Okay, so it's not quite... Bit of a cliff there, so I hope the bears don't fall. That'd be bad. How's you? Thank you for the 5 gifted chips. Thanks. All right, what about now? All right, there we go. Okay, now we've got a good amount of water flowing through here. Good. Problem is, this side of the area is kind of cut off unless they want to swim across, which, I mean, they're grizzly bears. They'll be all right swimming. It's fine. It's fine. I do want to leave enough room for them to like have their own little enclosure and their own little home. I should probably make them a cave, honestly, which maybe that's what this becomes, is a cave. That or we make this the cave entrance. This is thicker, though. Do digital bears dream of electric fish? They dream of something. All right, but before we do that, let's finish our rocks. Okay, so we're definitely going to want some really big flat stones. Actually, maybe something like that. Oh, yeah, something like this will be good. Okay, so I want something like this. Percy, thanks for the soup. Digital bears dream of electric fish. Okay. Oh, hell yeah, that'll work. Nice. And then we just, oops. Then we just move this guy down. Move it back a bit. So it just kind of barely doesn't show the bottom of this. We're also going to have to move this one around a little bit, I think. Just a little bit. I need it to come forward. And I need it to go down. Oh, no. I can't go down too far. Okay. So something like this might be the look. Though this is popping out a little bit. So I might need one more rock. Too big. Too square. Something like this, maybe. And maybe something like this. And then we'll rotate. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. And then we'll rotate this one a bit. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Pretty nice. This side might be a little too clean now. Cool. Cool. What are we saying? Oh, good luck at the dentist, gamer. Bye. Still feels a little bit clean on this side, but maybe that juxtaposition is what I need. Maybe that's a good thing. Okay. Let's quickly play and just see what this looks like. Oh, yeah. That's nice. Okay. Yeah, there'll be pumps for the water in a bit. I'll set that up in a little while. Don't you worry too much about that. So let's see something for maybe bears. Bear. We're going to want a habitat for these big guys. I would love a natural looking cave, but if I can't find one, I'll make one like I did for the wolves. Ah, I see. Okay, so we're looking for grizzly bear. Okay, so any of these things are appropriate for a grizzly bear, including the fire hose ball. And the climbable ramp. That's kind of cute, actually. Apparently they like climbing stuff too, so that's kind of fun. That's kind of cute. I like that. Good for them. I want to give them a little climbing rock. That's so cute. Where would I put this? That's so fun. Maybe I'll put it at the end of this water here so they can climb into it, like, right by the water and look out at the water and do some sunbathing. I think that'd be cute. Maybe I'll put it, like, right here, right? And then I grab it, and then I twist it around. Oh, and then I grab it, and then I twist it around. Do something like this. Do something like this. Yeah. We do something like this. And then we do something like this. Is that too close to the wall? Yeah. Do I care? Ah, it's fine. Probably fine. Brittany! Thanks for 14 months. Hi, currently at work dying, but the stream will carry me through. Thanks for 14 months of fun. And yaps, you're definitely not my favorite. Yes, you are. What do you mean, yes, you are? Ugh. Ew, fan energy. Sorry, I can't help but be a little bit of an asshole. It's in my blood. It's in my nature. Okay. That's not what I meant to do. Whoa, Rain was not here. Thank you for 4 months. EU time zones. Yippee! Yeah, and it's cozy time too. You're welcome. Okay, that's pretty good. That looks pretty good. Slightly unmatching rocks, but I don't mind. It just looks like I got a little washed off by the water. I'm cool with that. I'm a little nervous about this back end being kind of clipped off the edge, but I don't actually think that they would be able to path across this. I think that's like against the code. I think they're only going to be able to walk up this and walk down to this. So I'm not too worried about it. It just gives them a little spot to sunbathe. I might even put some food stuff up there just to convince them to be up there every once in a while. Ew, I hate that. Ew, I hate that. Well, that's kind of cute. I hate the concrete ground, though. What the hell? What is a jetty? I mean, I know a jetty is like where you like kick off a boat, but how does this count as a habitat? What? What? Whatever. Never mind. They need a cave! Any chance I'll get back into Warcraft 3? Yeah, I gotta finish it. I forgot about that. Holy shit. There's so many games I gotta finish, though. I gotta at least finish the main... Wait, I did finish the main campaign for Warcraft 3. Only thing that's left now is just DLC stuff, which is cool because of Nubarak's in it, but I don't know if I'm gonna get back into that yet. Maybe. Maybe. I want to give him a cave, but I really don't want to build another hill and then dig into it because that's just going to be a huge hassle, but might be the case that I need to do something like that. I also got to change some of the like level over here, or I'm going to be very annoyed at how smooth this is. So I'm going to bump some of this up a bit just to give him a little bit more hilliness because this is just a little too flat. It annoys the shit out of me to have like flattened areas. Oops. This area could stay a little flatter because this might be where I put their house, honestly. Warcraft 3, please, 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 please. Gets hit by a rock. Put me in the water, coach. My spiteful soul yearns for the depressed pond. Well, we'll see, Joms. I'll put you on the wheel of axles, though, for a chance at it. No, Percy, I'm not torturing my animals. Yet. What is this? A terrain stamp. Oh, that's cool. Fancy. You can just make a stamp of terrain if you just want, like, something like this. Ho. So this. So what I could do, this is actually kind of funny. What I could do is I could probably use this as a way to subtract terrain and make like a cave quickly, because I've always custom burrowed, but just like making a cave instantaneously would actually be really convenient. I don't know where I would like start to dunk into this thing to get their cave going though. I guess I could do it over here, assuming they can still path this, which I think they can. Shit, that's easy. Shit, that's awesome. I should have been using this all along. That's sweet. Okay, I gotta be careful over there. I think that's that wall's getting really thin. I think that's what that's saying. Cute. Okay, so now they have a cave. Yeah, it's the goon cave, so they have somewhere to sleep. Do I want to give them a big old basic bed to go in here as well, or do I want to just say fuck it and just let them sleep on grass? I might give them a little something in here. Maybe they just get bedding. Oh, shit. Oh, I see how that works. Okay, got it. Noted. That's too low. Okay, so we want it somewhere like there so that it creates a sort of like puncture around it. Yeah. Okay, somewhere like maybe here. Ooh, okay. That's pretty good. Pretty smoothed out cave. I like it okay. I do want to do a little bit more terrain smoothing just on the walls, just so that there's not such harsh angles on these. Some of these are a little too clearly carved out for my taste. And that annoys the shit out of me when that happens, so. Okay. Goon cave secured. Yes, this is going to be the bear habitat. So we've got our bear cave back here for the bears. We've got a little hill they can run up on, and I'm going to put something up here to keep them entertained, probably. I've got my little fun area over here for them, because that's really cute, and I like it. And then I think I want to give them some sort of, like, fun enrichment items. They have a lot of things that they'll play with, apparently, including, I guess, climbable logs, question mark? Yep. Grizzly bears like these logs. Don't know what that's about, but that's fun. We definitely want to put them in view of the visitors in some places. So maybe something a little bit like climbable log 2 meters. Nope, climbable log 4 meters. How is that grizzly bear going to climb this? That looks so thin. But you know what? I'm cool with it. Climbable natural tree trunk seems a little better to me. Because we're going to try and turn this into a forest is the thing. We definitely want this to feel like a forested area that you could like find in like the Alaskan wilderness, right? Hold on, I can do this. Ichneumia. Nope, Ichneumia. Thanks for being a Ruzader. Is this for bear the animals or bear the humans? This is actually for humans. That's why I'm giving them climbing logs. It's important for their enrichment. Whoa, that's cool. Scratching trees. Cool. Hell yeah, brother. Anyway, let's go ahead and get our fishing area going. We're going to put one back here, but then I also want one close-ish to where the people can see it. So I might put a little fish feeder. Oh, why don't we do like a fish feeder like right here? I think that's deep enough, right? Yeah, people enjoy that. And then I'm going to do it over here in case they don't want to be all the way over there. I feel like that might be a little annoying for them. Okay. But then we also... I want a flat one right here by the waterfall. So we can simulate bears by waterfalls, because that's fun. That's not... I want like right there. Okay. And then I'm going to put one more all the way over here. You've been here for 27 minutes already? That's crazy, Jazz. I've only been here for... You know what's weird? 28 minutes. Thanks for being a Ruzader. Okay, so we'll do another one of these. Okay, that's a lot of feeders for them. They're welcome. You want to give them an herb scent marker? Yes, but let's give them more toys, but we're going to give them a couple up here. So like a roller feeder would be really cool, just to give them a little bit of enrichment. Enrichment, rather. I don't know which way this feeder works, like left or right, so I'm just going to set it up here in the middle. Oh, okay, that's too much space. Hold on. That's a little bit better. Okay, so maybe we just put a prey scent marker thingy up there. And we're going to make our zookeepers have to walk all the way up this hill to get to it, and it's going to be super funny. I don't want to put a ball up there or anything that they can knock down, so I'm definitely not doing that. I don't want to put anything they could, like, bring down. Oh, cute, a little foraging tree. I love that for them. That's adorable. I love that for them. More enrichment for their enclosure. A submarine toy. I kind of love that too, actually. A tire. Yippee! Don't put that up there. Don't put that up there. Don't do it, Ruze. Don't do it, Ruze. They'll fuck it up. They'll fuck it up and they'll think it's funny. A block of frozen fish. Kind of love that too. Definitely got to put that one over here. Maybe... No, they've already got their lake over there. Maybe I'll put it over here. I'll put it over here by this. Man, they've got a lot of feeders. They got a lot of feeders they got to take care of. They're going to love that frozen fish later. Okay, let's see. A couple more enrichment things. Nothing crazy. I'm going to do like a couple climbing platforms. Just things for them to play around on. Definitely not directly above people, right? Like, that would be bad, right? That'd be pretty evil of me. That'd probably be pretty evil of me. I shouldn't do that. It'd be kind of funny, but I shouldn't do that. I'll tell you what I will do, though, is I'm going to give them this up here. Okay, I'll build a custom bridge down from here. That'll be cool. But then they won't be able to swim in here. Okay, no, I won't. No, I won't. I'll put food up here for them to play with. Maybe another one of these? Maybe not. Tree scatter feeder. Would they even be able to eat here? I don't want to do that. That's ugly. What's this? Oh, wind chimes. That's cute. I'm putting these at the top. Oh, that's cute. Sorry. That's so cute. They'll knock a bamboo feeder down. I kind of just want like a feeder that can't be moved up here. But I think all I could do is put an herb scent marker or one of these. I could do the roller. Oh, I could do a roller feeder. Okay, that'll work. So I do something like this, and then I'm just going to rotate this around. I really wish I knew which way was forward and backwards on this, though. Because, like, I don't know which way the employee needs to fill it from, and I don't know which way they need to engage with it from, but it needs to be the same side. Because they need to be able to, like, get to it without having to, like, go around to the back over here. Both the employee and the bears. Well, that's going to drive me insane. It's like slightly off kilter, but it's fine. Okay, I don't know which way is forward and which way is back on that, but whatever. Okay. This is pretty good so far. I wish this wasn't, like, lifted up, but that's okay. Or, think of it, 27 months of being an axle. This is so cute. I love this. I can give them a little ball to play with up here. I'm really attracting them to this area, though. It's like kind of keeping them away from the areas where people are going to want to see them. I definitely need to put a few things right here that they want to play with. So this might be the time for like a scratching tree, possibly. Near the water would be cool. Yeah. And then I will do... Oh, that's so cute. I will do... How are they going to climb up on that? Let's do another climbable tree right here. Right by the... Like, right there. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, let's do one of these. Like, right there. No. Thank you for 27 months, Aura. Damn. A little fire hose ball? That could be cute. Oh, I know. We'll give them a bamboo feeder. So then they'll, like, play with it right here, right in front of these people. Okay, that's perfect. All right, this is the last feeder I'm setting down, so I'm tired of setting down feeders. That's it for them. They've got more than enough with all the fish feeders and shit. Okay, so from here on out, now that I've gotten, like, some enrichment and this, so points of interest for them are going to be, like, right here for enrichment, right here for enrichment, here for food, which is pretty close to people, here for food, which is still close enough to see, I think, here for food, which is just for them. They've got a lot of enrichment in this back area back here. I might want to set up one more smaller climbing area if there is a smaller one, like near this section, just so they have something, like people have something to watch with them that isn't like specifically far away. So I could put it here possibly. So it's near the scratching tree. See if there's a better shape I can do. That one's kind of cute. I want something that's a little bit smaller, like not crazy big. That's kind of cool. What's this? Ooh, I like this natural rock shape. I like that a lot. Could I put that over the water? But then they wouldn't be able to go through the middle and they'd miss out on the fishing over there. But it'd be cool to have this like drifting, like cutting the river in half. I think this is the best bet. It's simple, it's quick, it's not too big, it's not too, like, obtuse or in the way. It's a little bit man-made for my taste, but, It's charming in its own little way. I think I'm going to put it right there, maybe? Is that, like, clipping? Not too bad, not too bad. I'm going to quickly smooth this hill down just a little bit to give them a bit of space. This is kind of, this is pushing it a bit. This is getting it a little crunchy in here, but that's okay. There we go. Okay. Not too bad. Don't think I'm giving the humans any walkways here. We've already got a walkway style one back here in the Cayman exhibit. We've already experimented with that. Now I'm experimenting with land bridge style. Kind of like what I did in here, but instead of humans bridging over the top through the bat enclosure, it's the bears bridging over the top above the humans. And I think that's pretty fun. Okay, so we're done with most of the enrichment stuff. Now we just need to focus on actually making the place pretty. Oh, do they need coolers? They probably do, huh? No, we're in a temperate climate. They're fine. I do want to give them a little bit more food and water. Specifically water. They need some water bowls. I'm going to give them a small water bowl back here near their enclosure back here. Just because I don't want them constantly like struggling for getting something to sip on. Maybe like right there. It's kind of clipping. I don't like it. Maybe right here. Yeah, I'll take that. No, but you're allowed to super chat the bear's fish if you'd like. And we're going to put a little water right here so when they're playing, they have somewhere to drink. I'm going to turn this one a bit, though, because I don't like that it's... It just feels a little bit weird. Hey, thanks for the soup, by the way. Okay. I don't know if they really need more food trays. Like, they've got all their fish feeders. I think they're fine, honestly. I might give them, like, one more, like, big water bowl over here somewhere. Maybe even at the top of this would be kind of cute. So they can, like, have a drink when they come up here would be kind of fun. Of course, that would mean that the guy has to, like, the employee has to travel all the way up there to give him water, which might be bad. I do, however, think it's funny to make my employees travel all the way up here. And so I'll put water right up there. Yeah, that'll work. Gonna have to work hard to make a lot of foliage up here to make this look a little bit more naturalistic. But that'll take time. Okay. So, I think that's all of our necessities. They've got a lot of little toys to play with. They've got a lot of food. They've got some climbable structures. They love them some climbable structures, which, good for them. Do you want to give them one scratching post back here that is a little bit smaller? Maybe something like that. Or a climbable post back here that's like a little smaller. It's nothing crazy. It's just something for them to fuck around with a bit. Yeah, we'll give them a few, just in case. So that they don't, like, completely ignore that area. Hey, Medea! Thank you for 25 months. Thank you, Medea. Well, guess I missed the 2-year anniversary. Listen, this counts. This is two years and some change. That's kind of better if you think about it. Number go up. Works to keep me busy, but busy is better than bored. I always enjoy the Plan as You stream, so thanks for that. Hey, this is going to make a great VOD for a bunch of people later. I'm looking at you, VOD watchers. Okay. It's time. This is where things get stinky. And by stinky, I mean this is where I start to go absolutely crazy. We're going to start with trees, because I like doing trees first, if I can help it. I just think they look cool, and I like having a lot of fun doing, like, moss-covered trees and stuff like that. That's, like, part of my favorite, one of my favorite parts of working on things like this. Oop, too big. We want, like, a little baby cedar. Do you have any baby cedars that I can use, maybe? Oh, this could work. Does that clip? Let's find out. Nope, perfect. Okay. Holy shit. Holy shit. That's a cool tree, though. I love that tree. That looks so sick. Oh, my God. I love how that looks. Wow. Do we need... Oh, here we go. I wish they were festive. Oh my God. I can't wait to add some of these trees to make this really forest. Oh, this is gonna be so cool. This is gonna be so fucking cool. Here we go. A Douglas fir pine. I was hoping for like a pine that was small enough to fit down here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Ooh, that's cool. I like how that's got an orange, like, sort of like fall feel to it. I wish it was a little shorter, but I'm liking the energy behind it. That's for sure. Oh, that's okay. What if I did? Night, Brittany. This is like way too big, right? I mean, it's possible that it's okay. Maybe it fits. Oh, it's so close. It's actually so close. What if I did that and then we just kind of... We did a cheeky little... Yeah. Okay. Nice. Okay. I need to quickly change my barriers. I'm going to switch these over to reinforced super glass. I think a grizzly bear of all creatures is one that could break through glass barriers. Maybe that's a bad idea. Thick glass is pretty good though, right? Like, thick glass is pretty good. Oh, wait, hold on. We're doing this wrong. Sorry. There we go. That's how it works. Okay, so become thick glass. Hope that's not climbable. It says it's not, so I'm assuming it's not. I could be wrong. Guess we'll find out when the grizzly bears do or do not attack people. Can I change this to thick glass too? I don't know if I like that very much though. That's the thing. Actually, I do. It reminds me of stone. I like it okay. Stop it. Stop it. Quit it. The world's most dangerous grizzly bear exhibit. Pretty. I like it a lot. It's very nice. Has there been any previous instances of animal escapes? Yeah, I had a pangolin jump the fence once, which is what taught me, oh, right, I should probably put, like, actual fucking defense measures up on this to make sure pangolins don't do this shit. And thus, I was like, wait a minute, I should do this for all creatures. It's probably just a bad idea for me to let creatures be wandering around like this. What do you mean terrain modification failed? Fucking do it. What? Whatever. It doesn't matter. Guests shouldn't walk across this anyway, since there's like a break in the path. So that's fine, probably. Barriers. We're definitely going to want some habitat gates that aren't awful. Okay. What if there's a bear clinic inside with them? That could be kind of cute. What if we had a picnic table? The hell? Oh. Ah, here we go. Guest facilities. Drink stalls. Yum, 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 yum. Planet Zoo. Big gulp. Mmm. I sure love to gulp. Wow, golly, wow. I forgot how to turn these. I'm gonna be so real. If I can't figure out how to turn these manually before I get them placed down, I'm gonna have a really bad time. There's gotta be a button for it, right? I figured it out. I figured out the quick version of this too. Yay! Gotta have my gulpy. Mmm. Okay, that might be a little too close to the fence. It says it's fine, but I think it has to fill out this entire square around it, so maybe that's a no-go, unless... Delicious! Oh, wow, and a baked goods... No. Oh, wow, and a food shop to go with it? Chief beef? Mmm! Fuck yeah, I love chief beef. Well, I gotta have somewhere to take a piss. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Right outside Dracula's fucking castle? I don't mind if I do. When you gotta go, man. Oh, we gotta throw down an ATM in here. Hold up. Yup. Oh, did you guys not have enough money for Chief Beef and Big Gulp? Or Gulpy, I mean? Don't worry. We've got an ATM for you right here. Now I just need a trash can. Oh. Really? Trash? No? That doesn't count as facilities? What does that count as? Construction? Trash. What the hell? That's gotta be a facility, right? Yeah, bin. Oh, it's sorry, it's a bin. I didn't realize. My bad, guys. My bad. That's pretty cute. But we're not gonna do that. I wish they had like a barrel bin. That'd be really cute, like a sort of pirate barrel style bin. That'd be really cute. Well, that's kind of cute, I guess. Maybe we'll just stick with something like this. That's fine. We'll put one right here for the big gulps. But I'm also gonna put some in here just so they don't throw a bunch of trash away, because that would be really fucking lame of them if they just like hucked a bunch of garbage out for no reason. So we've got our, whoa, an adventure tour. That's cool. Exhibit. Exhibit education board? Well, golly, don't mind if I do. Yay! Wahoo! That's actually really cute. Okay, so. Ooh, fancy. Oh. That feels kind of berry. Okay, we're kind of losing the sauce. Hold on. This is still supposed to be kind of vaguely connected to the idea of, like, Dracula's castle over there. Maybe we get a little bit fancier. We get a little bit more Victorian. Let's do something like this. Yeah. This is probably the move. We're losing the sauce here a bit. We don't want to lose it too much. Oh, sheesh. How bad is that going to be? How crazy is that to put in between a bunch of trees? Kind of crazy, but it kind of slaps, though. I kind of don't care if it's crazy. It kind of goes, dude. Yeah. Okay, we're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good over here. Nice. All right, let's start decorating the inside. We've been goofing around enough with people stuff. We don't care about people. So we're definitely going to start with trees, and I definitely want some broken ones because I think that's really fun. We're going to be looking for Scots pines, a lot of Scots pines. That way they kind of match this one here, which is more of a climbing log, but these ones are just aesthetics logs, or aesthetics trees. So that's kind of cool. And then we'll do like a broken one right here, maybe, near the water's edge, yeah. Obviously, I'm going to have to change a few things. Actually, let's go ahead and get a bear in here so we can see what they want in their environment, so I can change the groundwork before I keep working on trees. Because if I set all these trees down and set all the groundwork down before I get the bears in, I won't know what they prefer. And that would be bad. So let's go get a bear. Okay, so we're going to want one that's a little younger. So this one's pretty good. 8 years old. And then I guess 10 years old is going to have to do. Fertility is low. Immunity is very low on some of the... Oh, God. That's a little baby bear. Look how tiny it is. Kind of cute, actually. That's a big bear. That's a big bear. God damn. His name's Hobbert. Not for long, it isn't. Okay, and then we've got... Oh, okay, so this is our 10-year-old. Yep. Okay, so we're probably going to do 2 grizzly bears, which means we're not going to have a huge Wheel of Axe Holes spin today, but I am going to spin on the Wheel of Axe Holes nonetheless. Give me just a second. I'm just going to speed run the bears in here. Okay. Oh, they're not as big as I thought. That's not so bad. All right, so let's figure out what they like. But first, we name the bears. So let me just take a second here to make sure I'm doing this right. 1 second. Move you guys over here. Move this down here. Where's my Wheel of Axe Holes? There it is. Okay, and then assuming this toggle still works, which it might not, I'm just gonna pop open the Wheel of Axe Holes and then spin on it. Do you guys see the Wheel of Axe Holes? Did it work? It did work! Yay! Okay, gamers. All right, Axe Holes, it is time to spin on the wheel and see who will be bear number 1. Bear number 1 goes out to... Bear number 1 is going to go to... Toasty. That's going to be Hobbert's new name. Your new name is Toasty, brother. Congratulations to Toasty, the newest axhole to join our zoo, you fucking animal. And bear number... Let me get you off the axhole list. Bear number 2 is going to go to... Pocket Nunu. That's a great name, actually. You know, I couldn't think of a better animal for Nunu than, like, a bear or, I guess, a Yeti, but can't really adopt a Yeti, so... Pocket Nunu it is, baby. We got Toasty and Pocket Nunu, our 2 brand new grizzly bears, and the axholes of the hour. Congratulations, gamers, on being the newest members of the zoo. I welcome you. And I also pity you. Welcome in. Yippee! I'm gonna move you back up here. And let's keep decorating now that we know we got these guys and we can see what they like. So, let's see. Right now, their habitat's actually looking pretty good. He's kind of chilling. He's kind of big chilling. Now, I'm going to be really sad if he's like, I need more water. Okay, he wants way more long grass, and he's actually pretty... He doesn't want much rock. I'm a little surprised they don't want more rock than that. They really like their long grass. Huh. Okay, sure. Other than that, they're cool with their hard shelter. They're cool with their terrain. It seems like they're probably... Oh, they want way more plants and more coverage, which is fair. Totally fair. They would rather their plants be from North America, so having Scots pines from Europe and Asia might not be it. But the birch trees are good, so that's nice. Their enrichment is awesome. They love the enrichment. And socially, they're okay with that. 2 is their ideal population. They don't want any more than that. This is great. This is perfect for them. So let's start with our terrain. So what we need is a ton more long grass. They are okay with any amount of deep water. It doesn't have to be high. It doesn't have to be low, as long as they have some deep water, which they do. So they're okay with that. They're also okay with snow to any degree. So I could always add more snow if I wanted to. But for now, let's focus on our long grass, shall we? And that's going to be in our paintbrush. We're going to look for long grass. Here it is. And they actually already have like an okay chunk of long grass, but they want a lot more. So we're just going to have to get kind of stinky with it, I guess. They want no short grass. They don't like short grass. Wait, this is all already long grass. I guess I could just paint over some of these so they have long grass on top of these, yeah. It says they have a lot of short grass, but I'm not seeing it, dude. This is all long grass. Are you guys sure about that? I can respect that they like their long grasses, though. We'll... Oh, they want way less long grass. They've got too much. They're at 85. Ah, I see. I'm doing it wrong. I'm going backwards. All right. Okay. So they want significantly less long grass. They like wide open fields and plains. Okay. Noted. Let's fix some of this. I'll go back and add more rock in a bit, too. I was wondering why their rock priority was so, like, not high. I was like, seriously? You guys don't want more rocks? I'm going to start by just adding a ton of short grass just to get them, you know, where they want it to be. That's about as much short grass as they're willing to tolerate. We're going to have to add a bunch more soil. Soil's easy because you can just put that at the bottom of riverbeds, usually. And that still counts as far as they're concerned, which is awesome. We're just going to lower the size on this a bit and just run it down the bottom of this riverbed. I'm working on it, guys. Chill. He's not very happy right now. He's like, man, I want more soil. Working on it, buddy. I'll tell you what. I'll add you a bit of extra soil around here. How about that? Dangerous animals escaped! Where from? No, you haven't. You're fine. Oh, because it's up here, it counts as escaping. That's so funny. So that counts as getting out. That's not escaping, guys. It's okay. Guys, chill. Everybody relax. Everybody relax. It's fine. It's fine. Don't be babies. It's fine. See? Everything's okay. Anyway. Do a little bit of soft soil leading into the cave. And then I actually think I'm going to do a little bit more rock once we get into the cave. Just to kind of really paint these walls as like, oh yeah, that's a fucking cave. I also like to paint the outside of my caves a little bit, especially on the borders of it, because I feel like, you know, having that kind of exposed rock, it would be hard for grass to grow, at least on the sides of it. You know what I mean? I think this is a prime candidate for, like, hard rock right here. Yeah, just make this area seem kind of cool and cold. Definitely underneath rock. Stones. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna need a lot more soil, and we're gonna want a little bit of snow somewhere. Maybe we do some snow over here. That could be kind of cute for them. I don't know how that works exactly, but does it melt? No, it just seems to work. Cool. Well, fuck, maybe we do a little snow over here. A little bit of a cheater number, but, or cheater method. That's okay. Why is that snow turning to rock as I get further away? Weird. I'll get you some plants soon, buddy. Don't worry. Do a little bit more heavy soil around some of these things, like around here, probably. Definitely along the edges of some of these water lines. We're going to want to do a little heavy or light soil, depending. Okay, so the snow does melt. That's fine. That's understandable, actually. I'm totally cool with that. Heavy soil, and then we want to border that with a little light soil so it's a smoother blend. We don't want it to be like an ugly transition from heavy soil into grass. Oh, he's having so much fun on his little... That's cute. Having fun on his little log. I love that. Love that for you, brother. Add a little bit more soil down here because it wouldn't be very green underneath. Don't gotta go too crazy with it, but you know. Okay, we're gonna want a little bit less long grass over here, so we'll add more soil. Yeah, you escaped. Blah, blah, blah. You're fine. He's not escaped. You guys are okay. Stop being babies. God. Use a little bit of a lighter brush and kind of a tap, 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 tap method now to like make it a little grassy, a little dirt, a little soil, a little grass. Okay, he's almost good on the amount of grass he has. We're just gonna go for some more soil up here. Some heavy soil though around this. Transition that into some light soil up here. I know I'm not saying, or I'm not like paying any attention, and I apologize. I don't apologize that much. I'm locked in, gamers. I'm focused. You're just gonna have to listen to me muttering to myself as I do whatever I'm doing. Deal with it. Yeah, dangerous animal, blah, blah, blah. You're fine. Try to make a little bit of a path here that they've walked. You know what I mean? Like, implying that they've gone up and down around here. Yeah. There we go. You guys are fine. Chill. Quit pretending like these are dangerous animals, guys. They're friendly. Oh, too much soil. Okay, that's fine. We'll transition over to rock now. So we're gonna do a little bit of smooth rock up here. Especially around here, I think. It's a delicate balance we're looking for here. But a balance nonetheless. We do need to find it. They want just a little bit less grass. So I'm going to put a little bit more stone over here, I think. And then we're going to transition that over to more soil. Because I already got rid of some of the soil. So we're going to make this sort of a patchy, soily, stony area. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, quit it. Okay, and then I'm gonna do I'm gonna make it sort of like I definitely need to get rid of a little bit more long grass, but I'm struggling to find enough places to get rid of it to make it make sense. Maybe underneath here. All right, guys, how are we looking now? Oh, yeah, we did it. Okay. Definitely painted with that sort of taiga flair. A lot of, like, browns and grays and a little bit of green. Nice. All right, now we just need to focus on getting them some vegetation. But before I do that, what I should probably do is... should probably pause. And I think I need to find a way to keep this from being, like, escaping, air quotes. I don't know what that looks like yet, but I don't want to put... I don't know if putting fences around this is going to make people feel better. I don't think that technically would do anything, but I could try. I'll give them, like, a log fence or something like that. Like a sort of, like, you know... Like, I'll do, like, a wood log style up here. I don't mind doing that. Oh, good heavens. Okay, so we're definitely going to want the length all the way up. I'm going to need no snapping. I'm going to need... Okay, we're definitely going to need curving. We're going to have to turn down the amount. And this is what it takes to make people feel like they're safe. But you're never safe when I'm controlling the bear habitat. Never. Okay. Hopefully that stops people from freaking out and be like, oh, the bears are out, the bears are out, or whatever. Cool. I think for the most part, we're set on that. Now we just need to do our plants. I'm really hopeful that this makes it so that the bears stop escaping so I can actually get them some coverage. All right, so they want more plant coverage. They want more tree coverage. They specifically want things from North America or actually, let's do taiga. And we're just going to pick a plant, and we'll find one that is from North America. So something like, for example, this. We're definitely going to want to turn that on. Okay. We love spruce trees. We love spruce trees in this house. We love that. We love that. We love that. We're definitely going to put down a bunch of these because I'm a huge, huge fan of spruce. I think they look really good. I think they're charming. I think they are exceptionally, like, indicative of the environment that these bears come from. Oh, hell yeah. That's cool as fuck. All right. Well, we can't have it up there, but maybe we could have it right here. Not really, but it would be cool if I could, but I can't. But I would love it. Maybe here? God, that's a big tree. That's a weird tree. Where does this come from? Comes from the desert and the taiga? Find that hard to believe. But fuck, it's cool. You know what? We're a little fantasy coded here. We got a little fantasy coding going on between, like, you know, the Dracula's castle and the other stuff. So I think I'm going to put this in anyway. Does it make sense? No. Do I care? Also no. That tree fucks. Oh yeah. That tree goes hard. Cool. Make sort of a bramble yard out here, which would be fun. Have you guys ever done crack? Yeah. Once in a while, I've been known to sit on my crack. Is that the answer you were looking for? Okay, anyway. Now that we got our goofs and our japes out of the way and our totally so random, quirky questions, ooh, moss. Let's go. I like mossy stones. Hey, why is this not selecting? Where's my stones? That joke cracked you up? Shit, me too. Why am I not seeing my stuff? Where's my stuff? That's weird. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Did I not checkmark that? So now it's turning into whatever. All right, that's enough out of you. Just trying to put my stuff down, bro. That's too green. They don't want it that green, so I'm not going to use these green stones, even though I love them. I love them desperately. I will not. No, not a festive. Ooh, yes, good. Definitely want this right outside their cave, like right here, maybe. Nah, it kind of hits the tree. Well, that's kind of cool. I do feel like they could just climb up that and leave, but I ain't too worried about it. I'm remembering. He's beginning to believe. He's remembering his hotkeys. Shit. That's a big tree. That's so cool, dude. I love big tree. Big tree cool. We love giant redwood. We do a few Douglas fir pines maybe over here? Just to kind of add a little bit more density to this part of the forest. Yeah, we're going to add some more density here. Just to get a little silly with it. Oh, hold on. Okay. So we got a couple like copses of trees here. We've got our little bramble patch. We got this. We got these big redwoods back here near the like hill and near the fishing spots and near the water to give them a little privacy if they want. Now, we can do a few more trees. We got to be a little bit more sparing with it. I do have a couple white birch trees that are dead over here. And I kind of want to add a living one. Just to give people something to look at on the outside. And also because I feel like just a bunch of dead trees is a little depressing. So we'll do something like that. I think that's pretty nice. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Okay, so now let's go ahead and start getting crazy with some of our underbrush stuff. This is where we get silly with it. Let me just check these guys to see how they're feeling now. Once I hit play for a second. Pause. Okay, they're doing pretty good. They want way more plant coverage. But honestly, they're getting pretty close to done with what they need. The rest is just kind of up to my interpretation of what I feel like doing. I think by the time I'm done with the plants here, they'll have more than enough coverage and they'll be cool with it. We're definitely going to want a couple of these large sort of... actually a little bit more interested in some of these tough looking ones that like would thrive in a cold environment. Yeah. So maybe like right there would be good. We're gonna want some more patchy. No, more patchy. No. Maybe something like this. This is where you gotta really get to the ground level and see how these things look. That's actually kind of low poly. Don't know if I love that. Still, we could do something like this. Tilt it. Tilt it a little bit more. Whoop. Right about there. And then we're going to take it and go up, right, down, down. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. That's pretty cute. We'll put that somewhere a little bit greener. Maybe back here by this little tree area. Yeah, we're going to put it back here. We'll make this area really green just to add like a big splash of color. Because otherwise, this is going to be a pretty sparse zone, I imagine. So we're just going to add a lot of our mosses and our buffalo grasses and stuff over here. I want sort of a bigger patch of it though, so I don't have to be so, yeah, so personal with it. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Ooh, hold on. Yeah, okay. It's lavender. Oh, brother. These are like really nice and green, but it might be a little too verdant looking. I think it doesn't fit in with the like, sort of grays and browns we're painting with right now. So, there's invisible fences! Okay. That's fine. It's okay. They've got their fences now. It's too late. But I might add some. I don't know. Okay, I kind of want these in here just because they're pretty. I'm only going to do one, though. I got to be really sparing with those. All right, so now we go back to our caribou moss. Let's do... You know what? Let's do a couple big patches of this. Let's get a little silly with it. I don't know how much caribou moss, like, kills other plants around it, though, is the thing. Is this shit, like, super aggressively invasive or anything crazy like that? Should I be careful with this? As in, does it not make sense for me to have this just kind of casually laying around the other plants? I would never look at chat. Not once in my life. Why would I do that? Why did my music stop? Hello? Music. Come back, please. Ooh, we get a little green one right here? That'd be kind of cute. Cute. Okay, whoa. It's been more than 2 years. It's true, Cricket. It's true. How long was I napping? Also, you should know that I have a deeper appreciation of bugs now. Well done. I'm proud of you. Now run an all-bug team on Pokemon Champions. If you really care. If you really care about bugs, you'll run an all-bug team for me. Don't get me started on the leaf litter. Don't make me start putting down leaf litter. I'll get really crazy with it. I shouldn't do it. It's too much. It's too much. I have too little time. I should not get stinky with the leaf litter. But I do want to know that. It's not enough. It needs to turn more. Not enough? All right, gamers, let's see. More caribou moss. Do I want to do more caribou moss? No, I want to do more of this. Ooh, what's that? Ooh, now that looks like some nice tundra plant. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I like that. I should have done more of this. This is cool. Yeah. And we do have to be a little sparing here. We can't go crazy. I mean, I could, but I won't. Okay. We're getting some color. We're getting some greenery going. I'm sure these guys are super chill by this point. They probably don't give a shit about any more plant life, but I'm going to do more because I want to. Oh, they do want more plant life. I was so wrong, dude. I was so wrong. Bears do love berries. So true. Look, crowberry bush. But it's too green. Oh, but that's really pretty. I like that little blueberry in there. All right, maybe we'll do the blueberries over here. We'll do like some more greenery over here with some blueberries and stuff. We'll treat the shaded areas maybe a little bit more. Yeah. Ooh, that's cute. I like that. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. You mean berries? How dare you? How dare you say these words to me? Okay, this is very nice. This is starting to look a little bit more like an actual environment, if that makes sense. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I'm in. This is nice. This is good. This is good. Starting to look like a little tiger. Yo. Good morning, server day. All right, let's do a little bit more of this. Berries are so expensive. Are they, though? I don't know nothing about berries. You're probably right. I don't know nothing about no berries. Wow, that's a cool tree. Oh, it's not as big as this one, though. I guess I already have one of those. Maybe we do one more quick redwood just for the fun of it. Maybe I just put one right here. Just one as a treat. Even though it's not with the other cluster, I still like it. I still think it's worth it. No more festive spruces. Just regular spruces, please. Thanks. Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, we got some cedar trees. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Ooh. No. Yes. Right there. And then one right here. Because I can. Yeah. Cool. And you know what? I'm gonna put one down here too. Nope, hold on. I want a different one. Yeah. Add a little green to all this yellow green. This game really does want me to be using Christmas all year round. Okay, so I could get crazy with it and do like individual branches and like lay them on the ground and have like a ton of like ground litter. I'm not going to do that. I'm going crazy enough with the plant life as is. But you could get real crazy with it. I'm not a big Christmas guy, believe it or not. I mean, Christmas is okay, but it's not my thing. Oh, here we go. Here's the spruce trees I was looking for. Yeah, okay, cool. So we'll add one more of these over here. Like I said, I want to add a little bit more like blue greens to counter these yellow greens. Nice. Okay. Let's put it forward instead. I don't remember making you guys cookies. I don't know what you're talking about. I would never do that. It doesn't sound like me. It sounds fake. Cool. All right. Hopefully that's enough coverage for them at this point. Let's give them a second to adjust to like the new environment. They actually still want more coverage, which is fine because I want to add more plant life up here at this upper area. Bears. Bum 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 bum. Get some clusters of buffalo grass going. What on God's green earth is a finger sock? How dare you say those words to me? We should do some berry bushes up here, actually. I wonder if there's any berries. Taiga berry? Okay, so there's more berry bushes we could do. I want to do a couple up here just so they have something to, like, forage at. I don't think these actually count as food. I also don't care. I think they look cool. Okay, so far so good. Nice, 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 nice. Oh, cool. That's what I wanted. Thank you. Thank you, game. Sorry, it just gave me an opportunity to make an even bigger bush. Cool. I never thought that Americans would love Christmas so much. Yeah, I feel like it's a pretty big holiday in the U.S. Like I said, it's not really my thing, but that doesn't make it bad. It's chill. It's whatever. Bush. Oh, shit. We can do wild hedgerow. Ah, this would have been really nice around this more, like, crazy area where you got, like, the sort of tall bushes to, like, set these bears up to have, like, cover and camo. It's a bit of a shame I didn't have this earlier. Ooh, here we go. Hold on. Okay, looking pretty good, looking pretty good. Chat dudes, thank you for the gifted chip. Stretch. I think, honestly, Christmas is probably the biggest holiday in the U.S. Like, it makes sense that that's, like, something people celebrate a ton. It has a lot of traditionalism in it, obviously, and the U.S., you know, at least until recently, loved spending. So that was probably a big pastime for them. God, I love these, like, really, like, sort of, like, spruce-looking bushes. I really like that about taigas and tundras, are these, like, really wiry, sort of scratchy-looking bushes. I think they have, like, a really rugged beauty to them. I like making gifts for my friends, and Christmas gives me that excuse. That's true. That's pretty cute. Yeah, I don't think Easter is nearly as big as Christmas. I think Easter definitely has, like, a market, and there's a lot of people who really like Easter, but I would not accuse it of being as big as Christmas in any context, just because, like, it's kind of hard to compete with that. Yeah. I think the trick to making any like area in any video game feel lived in and cozy and charming is literally just ground clutter. I realized this when I was looking at some Pokopia towns and stuff, like on like YouTube shorts, because I've been seeing a lot of that flying around. And I'm pretty like sure that 90% of making an area look cozy or lived in a video game is just having a ton of ground clutter. Trying to fill up as much space as you can with just junk. Obviously, the more care you put into it, the better. If you can make it look like it belongs there, like it's like placed there intentionally, great. But like for 90% of it, it's just make it full of stuff. Doesn't matter what the stuff is. I'm one of those people who hang up a post and then 5 seconds later I realize I don't like it. No! That's fair. I tend to overthink stuff. Honestly, I do too. I'm pretty victim to like overthinking things a lot. But I mean, like, look at what's happening when I'm just like kind of willy-nilly throwing things down. Like, don't get me wrong. I want to throw it down within the spectrum of a limitation, i.e. I put taiga down to make sure that I'm only working with taiga materials so it still kind of matches itself. But for the most part, I've gotten pretty loose with it at this point. Like, I was being really careful over here, but I mean, look at me now. I'm just kind of like going for it and just sending things. I think the more you do something like this, especially my things that have heavy minutia like this, the faster you'll get at it as you go. Just because, I mean, I think by necessity, because if you don't, it's going to take you forever. But again, the more time you can put into it, the more like care you could put into it, probably the better. It's probably going to look better for it if you're willing to. Ooh. I should have done some aspens. Too late now, though. No. There we go. Oh, strawberries. Yum. Damn, that's brutal. Aesthelis. Jeez. Words hard. Are those bears? Yeah, I got bears in here. What I need to learn in Pokopia is how to stop making houses look like boxes. Right now, I'm mostly just sticking to the prefab houses, though I did rebuild the house in the main town that you start in. Not fully, but enough to make like a warehouse, which is what I turned it into, because I thought that looked kind of cool. Man, this stuff really blends into the stone really well. It's kind of cool. But also, a little sad. I want it to stand on its own still. Kind of cute. Kind of like this little like extra layer of moss for them. I think that's charming. Yeah, it's nice. I like that. Maybe I even stack it up on itself a bit to hide this hole back here. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Okay, pretty cool, pretty good. Why don't we add a few hedges and berries outside of this? Oh, hold on. Does that click too bad into the... Nah, that's good. Okay. Javok, thanks for being a Ruzator. Welcome in, gamer. Hi. You'll have to forgive me. And by that, I mean you're just going to have to tolerate what I'm doing, because what I'm doing is focusing really way too hard on this game. Sometimes I forget how much I lock into this game, and I'm like, I should play that game again. And then I play this game again. I'm like, damn, dude. I really get locked in when I play this game. Oops. That's not too bad. Not too bad. I would go so far as to say, kind of cute. Sheesh! And we're at exactly the amount of coverage that they want. I'm a genius, actually. Whoopee! And that, for now, is the bear exhibit. There's more I could do, for sure. But I've already been doing this for 3 hours. Who escaped now? Oh, he still counts as escaping up here? That's crazy work, brother. Seriously? Why? He's inside fences. He's fine. Well, maybe I'll have to figure that out later. But for now, that's the bear exhibit. Yippee! Fire Turtle, thank you for 21 months of being an asshole. Thank you for all that you do, actually. I could probably lock in and do this for a lot longer and go as crazy as I did on, like, the wolf exhibit or the raccoons or the caiman. But, I think I'm pretty happy with what I did so far, honestly. One thing I do need to do is probably set a water filtration device over here, because I think this water is going to get stagnant if I don't. But all in all, I like what I made. Now, will you swim? That's a question I have, because if you can't swim, you're going to have trouble getting to your house. Okay, he will definitely swim. I mean, I don't see why they would be able to do the fishing stuff if they didn't swim, so it wouldn't make any sense. But, good. I think one of your animals died. I think so, too. I think maybe one of my raccoons aged up. But I don't want to look and know which one. I don't want to know which one. It hurts. Are you going to dive for this fish? Because that'd be really funny if you did. I would be amused if you dived for the fish. Look at that. Ah, damn, that's a thick bear. Ah, damn. Kind of cute, though. He's kind of a funny little guy. The greatest sin God ever did was probably making bears so fucking cute and so dangerous. Why did he do that? Why did whatever deities are out there make these fucking bears so dangerous, but so lovable looking? Look at this little fucker. That doesn't look like... That looks like a friend. That feels like it was made to be a trap. Like, aha, humans are going to think this is cute. Aha, that'll be funny. That'll be funny. All right, now rush those humans. Rush them. I'm surprised that still counts as escaping right here. That's kind of sad. Oh, well. The more you know. Actually, I made my fences unclimbable. That's why they have these little bars at the top to make sure bears can't climb them. They're bladed to hurt a bear, apparently. I mean, to be fair, making bears so damn cute is kind of a funny prank. It's kind of a funny prank. Isn't the raccoon replica or raccoon exhibit just a one-to-one replica of your home? No. I wish though. I'd live in this fucking swamp. That's the coolest swamp I ever made. Look at this swamp. Isn't this the cutest shit? I even put speakers up so they had music. Look at these little bastards running through the undergrowth. So cute.
Yum yum.
Yum yum. It's dinner time. Yum 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 yum. Look at him. Ah! Holy shit, Servade, thank you for the oh my god. Oh my good heavens. Oh my good heavens. Oh my good heavens. The next three are collabs, and so the crowd goes mild. Don't pretend you don't like my Nuzlocks. Don't sit here and tell me you do not like Nuzlocke content. You're a liar. You're lying to me, and I know it. But also, holy shit, thank you for being a glucose guardian. You know what, Servade? You are like a beautiful raccoon, which is to say that you smell like trash, but there's a certain charm about you. And I wish I could be adopted into your cool society and run around and dig in garbage bins and just be a little monster. I just want to fuck with people. I just want to mess with people, man. Look at him. He even took a shit on camera. I was like, look at how cute he is. No, he didn't. I thought he shit. Never mind. He's just chilling. Look at him. God, he's cute. Holy shit. Oh, baby. A little baby one. Bro, this enclosure goes insane. I'm so good. I'm so good at this game. I'm actually a competitive Planet Zoo player. What's up, Yonkin? How you doing, gamer? Anyway, what the hell just happened? Did he just leap at the camera? That was cool. Hi, Yonkin. And also, you're gonna just climb the fucking tree, dude? I didn't know they could do that. Cute. Where are you going? Look at him go! I love that. I love that a lot. God damn, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Servade, thank you for glucose guarding me. You are now the proud parent of one Crimzon Rulez. Congratulations on your polycule. And I would like to thank you for jumping in on that complete joke tier that has, may I remind you, no reward. There is nothing to be gained from that. It is purely for, I don't fucking know, pain. So yeah, thanks. Thanks. I guess it just means you're fueling my antics. You're letting me find out how I do the machine that turns me into a raccoon, kind of like Bill turned himself into a Clefairy in Pokemon Red and Blue. I'll figure it out one day. You beautiful bastard. I'll figure it out one day. I'll be like you. I don't know what else to say about that other than, wow, cute. Look at them go. Yippee. They're so excited about the goop, the berry pile, the goop pile. Look at them. Look at all their little hands. Holy shit, that reminds me. I need to get back into Minecraft so I can name all my frogs. But we're not on the update that lets us make name tags yet, so I'm having a nightmare time with it. Anyway, yeah, that's it. That's Planet Zoo for the day. We made a bear exhibit, and our new additions are our escaped animal, Pocket Nunu, who is not actually escaped, but they love panicking for no reason. I don't know what happened to Toasty. Toasty? The other bear is named Toasty, which is a great bear name. I don't know where Toasty went, though. Toasty, are you okay? Why are you guys hungry? Just eat. Oh, there's Toasty. Hey, Toasty, what's up? Oh, good heavens, Sunian. Thank you for the... wow, good gracious. What's happening at the end of the... Okay, you know what? I should get out of the stream before it's too late. Hey, thanks for the Crimzupa. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Good soup. Yeah, cool. Let me find somebody to raid, shall we? Thank you so much for hanging out, gamers. Thank you for vibing and partying. I'm gonna go get a little blink in before I pop on Omi's stream, so you can catch me later at Omi VT's channel. Omi's gonna be making some chili, and I'll be there to help guide because I'm a genius. A VOD question. That's a good idea. If you could be any animal, what animal would you be? That's your VOD question. If you could be any animal, what animal would you be? Ding. Okay, bye. Thank you to the bruisers, the Ruzeters, the Axholes, the Jackaxes that support me, and a big, super excellent thank you. And one, oh, got something on your shirt. Flick to the nose to the exceptional and glucose guardian dorks that help keep the lights on. Thank you so much. Genuinely. That means a lot. So yeah, I'm going to get out of here now. Don't forget to, answer the VOD question. If you could be any animal, what would you be? What would you want to be, I guess? And remember that, to smash that bell icon and subscribe. And this stream is sponsored by Crimzon Rulez. And also, 1 like equals 1 bear that I will wrestle with my bare hands. I will metamorphosize my hands into bear hands to even the playing field, and I will wrestle a bear. Not the rest of my body, just my hands. Okay, bye. I'm gonna find somebody to raid you into. Don't leave too many likes. You might extinct the bear market. It's a bad move. All right, gamers, I'm going to drop you off with Rio Senpai, who is currently playing a little bit of Pokopia, so that's perfect, since we were just talking about that earlier. Have a lot of fun there, and good luck, gamers. Remember to support the JP boys as much as you're able to, and all the boys. Thank you for hanging out and for vibing with me while I basically played a game by myself and talked to no one. That's top-tier streaming from me, baby. Okay, bye. Exceptional, generational skill. Okay, I'm out of here.